All right.
All right, so Vampire London 2000.
Bishop has a plan.
You wake up.
Yes, but he has a plan for once in his life.
He wakes up with a plan. Bishop wakes up with a plan.
If things go sideways.
Parker is fussing about at the end of your coffin, doing things when you wake up, Bishop. He's putting things.
Parker, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Putting your clean clothes away, sir, if that's all right with you. Is that well? By the way, there is a bunch of mixed ammunition in the bottom of this drawer. Did you mean to leave that there?
No.
And somebody's ring.
Somebody's ring. No.
Out of game.
Yes.
I'm just making a suggestion. It could have once belonged to Mr. Smith.
Okay. Yes. There, and you'll see there's a gun there. Looks like a cannon.
He goes back in the drawer and pulls out the false bottom. I see now. So you inherited these drawers, did you?
Yes, it's
pushes the drawer closed again.
That's my sire's gun.
I see. You were muttering something when you first woke up, something about a plan?
Yes, I have a plan.
Do you know you talk in your sleep?
Well, not until you told me. The thing is, Mercy has made a child. Not Mercy.
You don't talk in your sleep.
God, sorry.
Mercy has also made a child.
Sage has made a child. Okay, I think I can get her out of crap for the first time in my life. But the question is, should I see what she does first, and then if everything goes sideways, then try to get her out of crap, or because she's normally brilliant, just let it go?
You're concerned for Sage in this? Well,
because I don't want.
Look, so if there's anything you can do to help Sage, I think it is a good idea. After all, you're all members of etc.
Yes. And Alan is a very valuable part of our team.
Yes.
And we can't afford to be wasting valuable parts of our team, correct?
I agree.
Good.
I agree. Good. I mean, I myself have literally spent 3, 4, 5 months working with him, training him. A lot of valuable time and energy spent.
And I've spent a lot of money and equipment to make sure he's suited up the way he should be, right?
Yes, I certainly wouldn't want to see him staked and put out in the sun.
No, neither do I. So, yes, I will help Sage if she needs it. Yes. I'd help her anyway, but what the crap.
Well, you probably should tell her that.
Yeah.
Perhaps she knows.
Perhaps she knows. All right, this gun of my former sire. You know, the gun he had specially made, do you remember it, Russell?
Out of game? Remind me.
It gives one big bang. It's an almighty bang, but that's all it does. Two shots.
2 shots, okay, and it's a pistol.
No, it's a actual...
Oh.
It's like a shotgun. It's been specially made. It's a little stronger than your normal shotgun.
Okay.
But it only gives 2 shots, but if they hit...
So is it double-barreled?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And he wears it on his hip.
Okay, how long is it?
It doesn't... You've seen my... you know where my knees are?
Mm-hmm.
It goes down to just before my knees.
Okay. Does that mean that the handle has been cut off, sawn off? You know, like a...
Yeah.
So it has no stock and the barrel's cut down?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's basically an advanced sawn-off shotgun.
Yeah, a really advanced sawn-off shotgun.
Okay, I don't know how advanced you can make a sawn-off shotgun, but we'll see. We'll look into that. All right. Alexis.
Hello.
You're awake in your chambers beneath your cyber cafe. Oh, the airport? Yep. Okay.
Started residing out there.
In which case you're, near your server farm.
That is right.
Right, and you can hear it humming away beyond the glass walls, the big glass walls in between the server farm, which is all very air conditioned underground. And you can see a couple of your technicians wandering around, making sure everything's humming properly. People are doing some repatching of cables over at one side of the room. What do you do?
I have a look at current events, see what's going on for the day.
Okay. There's been some leaked footage of some terrorist attack somewhere in Russia. And that is currently, they're trying to keep it off the news and off the television. Given that it's 2000, video is still very hard to send around, but it's making its rounds nonetheless. There are enough people with high-speed internet to download this stuff. So that kind of stuff. I mean, this is about the same time as people were watching beheadings on YouTube, and not YouTube, but on emailing these types of MPEGs and shit around. It's ridiculous. But anyway, so that's what's going on. Anything else? Yeah, I mean, there's various hotspots and things that you're keeping track of, various political things that are going on around the world and even in England itself. And the power in England too, like the who's in power in politics and what have you. That's also another thing I imagine that you probably follow to some degree. Yeah.
Yep.
Particularly, you've got a couple of projects. Do you want to remind me of them?
I was actually thinking of signing up to an online university in my downtime to start increasing dots and intelligence and other things.
Right, academics.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Yep. You could do science. You could do politics and academics. Yeah. Law, even finance, computers. Yeah. That whole fucking list of knowledges, basically, you could bump up that way. Okay.
I will have a look into that. But once I've done that, I will message Bishop and make my way over to his compound.
Okay. So Bishop, you get a message. Sage, you wake up.
I probably would have been close to Alan.
Okay.
Seeing as he's my beloved.
Yes, you probably went to bed with him, and then once you were asleep, he got up and did stuff for the day, performed his duties.
We better not have performed his duties.
His ghoulish duties.
He's not a ghoul anymore.
Oh yeah, fuck. Oh my god.
He might have got
If he was up, then you might fry.
Fuck, what if he gets up and he just forgets? He's like, oh my god. No, I don't think that's going to happen.
You dopey asshole.
Right.
No. Parker would have stopped
That's
him
one
anyway.
problem solved.
Right, that just sorted itself out, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No, fair enough. He doesn't get up at all. That's ridiculous. Okay, so you guys wake up around about the same time. Like, if you've ever woken up next to someone and it sort of starts with somebody touches the other person and they slowly wake each other up. And then you realize that you're both awake and you both open your eyes around about the same time. And for a moment, there's this sort of deep romantic moment until he realizes what's going on, and he's like, oh fuck, it's happened, hasn't it?
It's happened. I'm sorry.
Oh shit, I feel pretty different. This is weird. Can we get out of this box?
Of course we can get out of the box.
I feel claustrophobic in here suddenly.
Okay. All right, how'd you hop?
He gets out.
Come on.
He leans up against the box. He's like, oh, this is weird. Everything's clicking into place. Oh, my bones and shit, never had such a stretch as this. Fuck.
Alan, there's something we have to talk about.
Yeah, feeding, is that it?
Feeding, yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
I need you to know that you're on borrowed time.
What? What do you mean?
I didn't ask to make you this, and that's part of
the fuck. What?
I was supposed to have asked the principal permission before making you, but I didn't get around to it.
Well,
you fucking died on me, and then I had to do something.
Round to it. Oh my god.
We were over in Milan, and I had no time.
Fuck. What are you gonna do?
Tonight,
what am I gonna do?
Tonight we're going to go see the prince.
They're going to put me down.
They might put you down.
Fuck no, Sage. They can't put me down. I don't, fuck no. I got to get
Alan.
No, Sage. I'm going. I'm
Alan.
Just forget it. Tell them that you killed me and I'll just go.
It's better that we face the music.
Well,
right.
Better for who? What? Better for you or better for me?
Better for us. We won't be on the run if we do.
Well, we might be dead if we don't. Don't you think that might be a little bit more important?
You would have been dead anyway.
What do you mean? We can run. Surely Ufa's going to help us.
I'm going to make a few phone calls tonight, okay?
Oh, that'll help.
But just to get allies in, because we're going to go. We are going to go.
Oh, fuck, Sage. Why? You should have just let me die.
I can't let you die.
Well, what are you going to do when they kill me? What's the difference? Except now we all got... Oh, fuck's sake.
The difference is I've had this moment. I didn't have this moment before.
I can't believe you've done this. He looks at you and he gives you a look that you've never seen him give you before. This sort of overwhelmed with not fury but disappointment. And you see that the edge of his mouth kind of curls back and you see his teeth drop. Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything. Just a little bit, on edge.
I know. I want to run away too, but it's not going to help.
At least we can try.
Let me make the phone calls, okay? We'll find out what we need to do. Look, we'll talk to Benjamin and
all right.
He'll know what to do.
All right.
Both of us.
Have you got your phone?
Yes. Let's make the call together.
Yeah.
I'm going to fight my hardest to save you, literally.
All right. Good luck, I suppose.
The thing is, I might die too.
Well, I feel a lot better now.
Oh, come here. At least we could be together. For me, that's what I want more than anything.
Yay.
I'll just stay close to him and make a phone call to Benjamin.
Good evening, Benjamin here.
It's Sage.
Oh yes, I see your number here now. How can I help you?
I made Alan into my child without the prince's permission, and now I have to go see him. I'll go see the prince, sorry.
There is a long silence. And then you hear...
What do I do? What do we do?
Well, excellent question, Sage. Interesting choice of actions you've taken there. What to do? Well, I suppose there's not much that you can do. I mean, I would come and talk to Uther.
Uther's not at home, though. He went away.
Ah, yes, quite so.
Just honestly, probably the best thing. Look, if we've done this, I'm still a neonate, so it would, responsibility kind of falls on Uther for this as well. And I don't want that to happen because it's all my fault.
Yes, you might have dropped us all in a situation.
I couldn't help it, I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I understand that Lord Uther has some, shall we say, contacts of powerful proportion, perhaps is a way to put it. Perhaps they might be able to help.
Okay, I'll try and contact him.
I've already rung up Thing before we finished the last game. I rung up Lord Gustav.
You did?
About it. Yeah.
You did.
Just reminding you.
Thank you. Yes, I I'm not sure what else. I mean, besides that, I think the very first thing you should do, Sage, is you should actually stake him before he runs. And as you
Look at
Don't you stay up too late.
at that point,
Okay.
at that point, Alan grabs the phone, crushes it, and bolts for the door.
Alan, get back here. He's
He
blood bonded to me. You
is
should get back over here.
Red.
he spins
it-
the PowerPoint and he smashes through the door.
If Bishop sees that at any point when he comes through the door,
Bishop, where is this happening? This is
I'm in the main thing with all the cameras.
We're there.
You're at Bishop's place, okay.
But we're underneath
Right.
the complex.
Yeah, right. You're in your rooms downstairs, right? So not a lot of need to monitor that place, but still, it would be monitored. The hallway would be monitored, but all anybody would see is Alan come running out of the room.
I'm gonna walk after him.
You walk after him.
Come back here, please.
He's like, "It's for your safety," and he keeps running.
It's not for my safety.
Bishop,
Putting me in more harm.
if Bishop can see this,
Yeah.
he'll seal up the building.
He turns back to you, Alan. Sage. Alan turns back to you, Sage, and at this point you see his fangs are out, and he says, "It's for your safety."
Damn. It's for my safety. How are you making?
Stop it! He's trying to control himself. He leans against the wall for a minute, and then he dashes for the nearest door. At that point, you guys are locking the doors down. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, so he's going to make a check to see if he can get under the door as it rolls down. You know,
He's pretty dexterous.
he's quite dexterous. He's quite dexterous.
I'll use Bishop's celerity to catch him. I'm faster than he is. I should be.
But you don't know the context of all this, though.
Doesn't matter. He's still.
What my question is that what is Bishop's reason? Like just
They're
because,
taking him out because he's in charge of this team.
right? But what does Bishop know? Like how does he know that he's running away? Like why does he think that?
Well, that's what.
All he knows is that he's seen Alan get up out of a room where he was with Sage, and he's gone running up some stairs.
All right,
It's
all
always
right,
said
all
free
right, all
reign as
right,
well, so.
all right.
Alexis, you get there. I'll tell you what, though, Bishop, I will give you a chance to work it out because that's fair, and I think it is reasonable. But I just want to
fair enough, fair enough.
pick up the clues first.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll make a intelligence and investigation check. How about that for Bishop?
Good idea.
Oh, yep, sorry, one moment. Oh, do I have a code to buzz myself in yet?
I would. Does he have a code to get himself in? Bishop, Barry,
They all do.
they all do. Okay.
I'll park
Each
up
one of
the
them
car
have
and come
different
in,
codes.
And
That's a
he
good idea.
rolled -2. He has no idea what's going on at all.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. So Bishop, sadly, you don't know. I'll see whether Raya or anybody else can figure it out. Seems like Raya actually does have some idea, and she turns to you, Bishop, and she points at the camera and she says, "Is that Alan?
Yeah,
Is he leaving?
he better not be.
He looks like he's up to something."
Which
Sage
room is he in?
Look, Sage is following him. She's calling out.
Okay.
Do you think he should be leaving?
No.
All right. She slams on the lockdown. And at that point, you are in the command center.
Okay.
So you're not going to be able to stop him, but he does get a chance to try and dodge underneath the door. He needs 3 successes. Difficulty is 6. He rolls 2 1s. A lie. He rolls 3 1s and 3 successes. He gets no successes. So he tries to roll under the door, but the door closes just before he can get under it. And you hear he's just like, "Fuck!" And he starts getting up. He starts pounding on the door, bashing it. He starts pressing the button, trying to make it
Alan,
open.
stop,
I'll,
please.
Hey guys, what's going on?
He turns around and he's obviously in a frenzy, and whoever's closest to him, he leaps at them and begins to attack them. He tries to attack whoever is nearest. Who is nearest to him right now?
Probably me.
Sage, Dex, and Dodge. Unless you have another plan.
4.
4. There's 1, 1. Okay, you do
Your camera's
dodge.
doing that thing again.
Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about that.
Hmm.
Just depends on where my head is.
I'll
Well,
start.
just cut it off and leave it in the center.
I'll start singing the football song from the rallies. Yeah.
Right.
Maybe they'll help him remember.
All right. He seems to be pretty far gone. But he's just
Alan,
jumping
please.
at you. Who's the next closest person at this point?
Maybe
would
me.
Alexis?
I was just walking in. Hey, what's going on?
All right, so you come in, what's going on, and Alan throws himself at you. Basically, you've just appeared out of obfuscate, I'm assuming.
Yeah. I wouldn't be obfuscating with my friends.
That's true.
Yeah.
You can make a
I'm gonna-
Dex and Dodge, or what?
I'm gonna make a strength and something because I'm gonna get him into a
grapple.
body lock or something. I don't know.
Okay, so you're gonna
brawl?
so strength and brawl versus strength and brawl. Actually, you can use athletics.
Cool.
Unless you're using actual locks. Do you have brawl?
I do have.
Do you have any specialties in?
No, I
things
don't
like
have specialty yet. I've only
jiu-jitsu?
got 3.
Okay, well you can choose whether you want to use brawl or athletics.
I'll use brawl.
Okay.
Five successes.
5 successes.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. Right now, you're struggling with him. He's pretty fucking strong, it turns out. And now he's a vampire. It makes it a little bit harder. Yep.
I'd like to use a blood point to is this a blood? Yeah, a blood point to try and levitate him.
Okay.
Please, thank
All
you.
right. You can see that his veins are all strained with overload as he doesn't have a clue how to pump blood, and he's just pumped all his blood at once.
I haven't had a chance to teach him anything.
Someone needs to stake him. I'm too low on blood to pump any blood after last
Right.
week.
You're probably the
Right.
only one that
Guys.
can, though.
Well, he's ignoring all penalties right now because he's in frenzy.
Sorry, let
Yeah,
me
I'm
just
trying to-
make sure I get this right.
Hey guys, come on.
Okay.
I only hold him for like.
Yeah, well, the very next round, we're going to need to make another check, so you might as well do it now. Bishop, what are you doing at this point?
Celerity stake.
Five successes to
successes
levitate him
gained.
into the air.
5 successes to levitate him into the air.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
you're
QD.
levitating both of us.
Yeah,
Just the one.
well, you're holding on to
No,
each
I'm
other.
holding
Oh.
They're grappling, so yeah, they're levitating.
I can only levitate up to 200 pounds, which is 90 kg or something. So I don't think I could do the both of you.
I got
90
5 successes
kg.
anyway to.
I'm going to look up the average weight of a footballer.
Okay. I think you
weigh
would be
probably 100 or so.
I think you
200
would be under.
pound.
Yeah. Goalkeepers are the heaviest at 83 on average kilos.
Yeah.
Defense are usually 78, and midfielders are 74. So yeah, under 100. Okay, so you could lift him up with it, but as he's holding on, that doubles the weight basically. So presently, it's just struggling, and the pair of you are feeling yourselves being lifted, and you're probably assuming it's the
Just
other
get off
person.
him, maybe. Just get off him. Like, I could keep him up in the air, and then
Somebody
you could
get him! Like,
I
what's
can't
going
do
on?
it.
Like,
Well, at this
just
point,
stake him.
did you make another strength check? Another strength and brawl?
Yeah, I got 5.
5 the second time around. Okay.
Ray for potence.
Oh wow! Right, potent.
I'm just trying to not incapacitate him, but restrain him so he doesn't flip out at people.
He restrains you.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm slightly turned on, but there shouldn't be.
I could sort it out, Sage.
He
Stake him.
I can't stake him. You know I can't.
He manages to get around one side of you and gets your arm up behind your back into a lock at that point, and you realize he's got some kind of specialty in some fucking martial art or something.
Cool. I pump 3 blood into
The fuck is
strength
happening?
and restrain him.
Okay.
Now,
Make
sorry,
another-
whoops.
Next
Wrong
check
one.
then. Bishop, you are zooming across the room at this point, pumping blood as you go. This has taken 3 points of blood so far to get where you are.
10 successes.
10 successes. Did you say 10 successes?
I roll 7 and then get 3 for potence.
How many successes is the max number of successes anybody's ever rolled now?
I think 10 should be it.
10 should be it? Because I know
Although-
Safe rolled some insanely high.
I
Yeah,
think it
yeah,
was
but
9
9
maybe,
was-
or 10.
9 was my best.
Right. Right. Did
Yeah, I'm
that,
pretty sure it's
that,
9.
that included automatic successes from dice and
He's
willpower?
got it because he's put, he's got
Blooded.
potence. So
Yeah.
he's got potence. So yeah.
I'm just wondering about how many dice were
I
rolled.
don't have that ability, so
Okay. All right.
enjoy it. Enjoy your really large roll, my friend.
Bishop,
Put
you're
it up.
coasting across the room, belting across the room. You leap over a table, poof, knock over a chair. Poof. You get to this location, woof, in comes the stake. Dex and melee for Bishop. Are you pumping blood to us?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
do you want to use Dex and
Should it be strength?
or dexterity or strength?
Dexterity, I think.
Let's have a look at Bishop and see. Yep, he is in fact more dexterous.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to put 1 dot into Dex.
Yeah.
Okay, that brings you to 5. In fact, rather than doing that, I'll just change the dice pool. Okay, you are low on willpower, incidentally.
That'd be
That was
why I'm getting
Alex.
impatient with the whole damn thing. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Dex and what did I say? Melee. Are you spending any willpower points?
1. Oh, how many did you say I got?
You are down to 4.
Okay. No, I've got to do this without willpower.
All right.
Cool.
Dice
0.
input mod.
Oh, for fuck's
Oh, you're
sake!
rolling for him, Russell.
Yeah, sorry, I was rolling.
Look, ignore that
That
one.
bloody machine hates me. Every time it
Barry,
does
I'm
that.
rolling. I'm rolling it. Okay, here we go. Six successes.
Okay.
You stake Alan. You zoom. You jump over the rails. You zoom down the stairs. You jump over the table. You knock over the chair. You come flying in and hit Alan directly in the heart from the backside, from the rear, as he's in combat with Alexei, grappling.
I'm gonna.
So was that 3 blood and 2 willpower?
Oh.
Could you get off him, please, Alexei?
Like, hand him off to you.
Oh, I'm levitating him.
What's going on?
All right. At that point, once you get off him, woof, he lifts up into the air.
And I'm going to walk him over to somewhere where we can put. I'll put him back in the box that we were in.
Okay. So you gently lay him back down
Yeah.
in the box. Okay.
And I'll hold his hand and just look him in the eyes and hold. Yep.
Yeah. His eyes have gone bloodshot at this point, and he looks quite bestial because he was in a frenzy. You've never seen anything like this on Alan before. He doesn't look himself at all. I think perhaps you'd be quite shocked, but that's just my
What's
impression.
going on? Like, I turn up and this, what? Is he not adjusting well?
I told him the situation because he needed to know.
Oh,
Unfortunately, he's on
yeah,
borrowed
you
time.
probably shouldn't have done that.
It had to be done. Had to be said.
And he had to be staked, but nobody did it.
And on that note, Bishop, where's your blood? Otherwise, I'm going to wig out.
I
Oh,
am also
yeah.
pretty hungry.
And I don't have a lot of willpower, so because I'm healing aggravated damage.
All right. Well, Bishop, you can offer him some, kept blood, but it's not going to sustain him very well.
Kept blood won't keep you happy. You have to get it. It might level you out for a couple of seconds, but
All right, well, I'm disappearing. Sort this out. I really need a drink.
okay.
Well, while they're doing that, I'm going to bring out the small mirror and I'm going to commune with my sire.
Okay, do you go somewhere quiet?
I'll stay with Alan.
Okay.
And as long as Itaro
He's
is
pretty quiet.
skedaddled, yeah,
He doesn't say anything.
that shut him up.
That did shut him up. Right. He's having quite the experience right now. Okay, so you are in a room with Alan alone at this point, unless Bishop's there. Bishop, are you floating around?
No. It's her child, so she should look after it.
All right. And they shut the doors then, and so you get some privacy. Yep. Alexis sent a message to the group. Alexis is too willpower grumpy. True that. Actually, Bishop, I'm going to give you a willpower point back for having staked him successfully, because you feel quite good about yourself after that.
Do I get one for caring enough about
I
not fucking him
don't.
up?
He doesn't actually feel very good about staking him.
He doesn't? Well, he feels good about having achieved it accurately, properly, you know?
Yeah, but he doesn't feel good about staking him.
No, that's fair.
Because it's part of his team, part of his people. And he's got to make sure that part of his people has to stay alive.
Right, stay alive, motherfuckers. Okay, so you're up to 5 willpower, Bishop. Alexis, what are you trying to justify a willpower point? Go on, tell me.
For caring enough about my team and
what's your nature? What's your nature?
Caregiver.
Caregiver. Okay, right.
I could have ripped his head off in with that 10 dice, you know.
That is true. You grant you that. Yeah. Okay.
Because I woke up and first thing I did was heal aggravated damage.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Which I've still got 2 more to go.
Oh shit! Ouch! You are a punching bag.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, I've got dots and that sort of
Fortitude,
stuff.
yeah.
Have a shield that I use now.
Okay. You commune with kindred sire, Sage. Sage.
Who's there?
Why do you contact me in this way now?
Because I've made a mistake. Well, it's not a mistake. I did what I knew to be the right thing. But it's broken a tradition.
I've heard from Archon Post Justica Gustavius.
What should I do, Uther?
I am tempted to come to London and burn the city down and take you away where no one can harm you. But I cannot do that. Unfortunately, Sage, I think in this situation, I have contacted Lord Pantheus. Lord Pantheus has some influence among the Toreador, and even in Vienna, he may be able to influence the outcome, if you're lucky. I suggest that you trust in the diplomacy of Lord Pantheus.
I will.
I do not see many other options at present.
Philippe.
I also wish to ask Lady Amisa for her help.
Sage, I forbid you to speak to Lady Amisa. The Order will not have it.
Okay.
She is aware of the Order of Mars. She is clearly a liability to us. Unless you have it in mind that you intend to infiltrate her organization or find your way into her trust.
Well, I think she's wanting to do that with us.
Wouldn't that be interesting if it backfired upon her? Very well. I suggest that you do that.
It's just
see what
her child ended the life of my other retainer. So only since
Life
switching this is the
for life.
she ended her childhood for to make amends, but I don't really accept that. It's not what I wanted.
I see. Well, then you do have something to bargain with. And I suggest you do speak with her then.
Okay. Are you sure?
I am not sure of anything in this situation, Sage. My prophecies have not predicted this.
Okay, well, please stay away from London
Yes.
because
I
I'm a
see.
neonate.
I am aware. Good luck.
Thank you.
And good night.
Good night to you too. Beep, beep, beep.
And it plays Hello Kiwi. Oh, what is it? Good night Kiwi on the.
Philippe will try and get an appointment with the prince.
Oh, okay. What's Philippe up to?
He's it's about his art. He's painting a picture of. But remember, he was supposed to show the prince in case there was stuff he put in it that the prince wouldn't want in it.
Right.
So every so often he goes there and makes an appointment and makes sure he's not doing that.
All right. Okay, cool. You do that. So you get your appointment. It's going to be at 11 p.m.
Okay.
Right. Who's doing what? Say.
Gonna make a phone call to Lady Amisa.
Okay. All right.
Or the the massage parlor.
Yeah. You can make a time to see her. What time would you like?
Immediately.
Immediately.
Yeah, with a G instead of a D.
All right. It's the time now is about 8 o'clock. So how about 9?
9.
Okay.
I'll kiss my dear forehead, Alan on the forehead, and then box him up.
Skedaddle. Alexi, what are you doing during this?
I am going to feed until I'm full.
Okay.
Yeah, but grumpy. Like, what the fuck was all this about? Like,
right. Okay. What's your modus operandi?
Passed out bums and stuff.
Okay. Okay. So can you make a perception or no, a wits and investigation check, please? This takes an hour to make this check.
3 successes.
Right, you find 3 bums together sitting around a fire. One of them's passed out, and you can feed off all 3 of them fairly surreptitiously, as long as you don't frenzy on any of them. So, can I have 3 self-control checks, please? And are you planning to kill them?
No.
Okay. Are you planning to drink more than 3 or 4 blood?
Give them a good hangover.
Okay, so like 3 blood points each? Which would be 9 altogether?
Yep. But then I'd probably want to go and do more.
Right.
Cool.
Okay.
So 1 success.
1 success. Okay, you're a bit shaky on the first one, but that blood helps
Another
you.
1 success.
Yeah, it's still a bit shaky, and you're still just.
And another 1 success.
Oh, okay. You were on the verge of frenzy, but you held it off. You managed to stop feeding on each of those individuals, hoping that the blood would help you slake the thirst, but it didn't seem to until the last moment. Okay, but now you've recovered 9 blood points. Okay.
I'm going to hunt for another hour until one of those guys call me.
All right, can you make another investigation check? What's an investigation?
2 successes.
All right, you find another couple of bums under a bridge.
Same
Let's make
deal.
out self-control. Yeah.
2 successes.
All right, you're getting better.
1 success.
Okay, and this guy just tasted really good. Must have been the alcohol and the whatever drugs was in his system. Okay, are you full now? That's another.
Close enough.
That's another 6 blood.
No.
Okay, cool.
Close enough. I head back to the.
All right, so you're gone for 2 hours, so 8 to 9 till 10, basically. So you're out of commission till 10 p.m. Do you have any other characters that you're playing at the moment?
No.
Oh, Sam, but he's on hold, literally on hold. Okay.
I can revert back 6 if they call me within that hour.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Are they going to call him in that next hour?
I don't know.
Sage, you're going to see. Excuse me. Well, Philippe's going to see the prince.
Can I ask?
Yeah.
Can I ask that? I'll ask Bishop to look up their Alan, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Where are you going?
I'm going to see Lady Amisa.
Can I ask what for? Some of it?
I just look at Alan.
What's that mean?
I'm going to see her. See if I can strike up a deal for him. Anyway, thank you for looking after him. Don't let him out of your sight, okay? I'm really worried about him.
Don't worry, he'll have this, and he taps the stick.
You can like feed him or something. I don't know. I haven't had the opportunity to teach him anything.
It's hard to be a new mother, isn't it?
It's weird. Please don't call me that. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take one of your bikes. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. I zoom over.
Alexis Rick rolls the prince to soften him up.
Using my skills.
Hilarious. Okay. Very good. So Sage, you jump in on a bike.
On a bike and zoom over.
Okay, through the city you go. And it is cold and damp and misty. And you can see all the car lights through the fog and rain dripping down the windows. Lots of moisture and smog.
Classic London.
And finally, you get to the Egyptian temple, massage parlor, and gentleman's club. And you park up nearby, I assume.
Yep.
You head over to the
Let's
gate.
go. Yep.
And when you get to the gate, they just open the doors and let you straight in.
Okay. Walk through. Confused, but that's fine.
A hostess comes to meet you at the door, and she's wearing, skimpy Egyptian outfit, with white sheer cloth draped over the top. And she bows ceremonially in front of you. Ceremoniously too.
Okay.
Also that. And she invites you to come in.
We'll walk along with her.
She takes you through the very plush and expensive looking place, although if you look too carefully you might realize that it's actually, most of it's just the surface. It's very well done, but if you look carefully, you start to notice that there's places where little details are just not quite right. You're realizing that some of it's fake. Anyway, going further in, eventually you're brought to a lounge with mirrors on all the walls, big hanging mirrors. Needs a mop. What? I've got a mop. Okay, and in this room are 4 huge sofas on a raised up platform in the center of the room, with a coffee table between them, and Lady Amisa sits backlit as you come in. The lighting is all very expensive and designer lighting. And she stands up as you enter, and she says, "Welcome. Thank you for coming. Please come take a seat."
I will. Thank you. I join her.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, let me just calm down. I need your help, Lady Amisa.
You need my help?
Yeah.
I hope it's not too much trouble then.
I don't know if it's too much trouble. I don't. agree that Bryce's death was a suitable reward. What I need right now is for your help to keep the child that I made just recently, last night. I broke a tradition because, well, Alan was put in a situation where he died, and Alan's the man that I'm with. I didn't get a chance to get permission for him, so I embraced him, hoping that I could, keep him a bit longer.
What a terrible plight you find yourself in, Sage. I'm so sorry for you. I've had similar things, similar incidences occur to me in the past, and it is an awful thing to live through, but one must live on.
Well, I'm
What
hoping
is
that
it
you
that
would.
you think I might be able to do for you?
Well, seeing as Bryce is no longer alive,
Yes.
and I'm sorry, of course.
I'm sure that you are.
I thought maybe you could petition the prince to let Alan take his place.
You understand that I have no authority to petition the prince. I'm not a member of the Camarilla. I'm simply here with some diplomatic immunity.
Well, I'm hoping that it'll be something as your way of making amends.
I see.
Maybe the prince would see it as a reward or something. I don't know. I really need this to go through. I really need Alan to stay with me. I need both of us to survive.
She reaches into her pocket and she pulls out a small object. She tosses it at you. Can you make a dex and athletics check, actually? Dex and athletics. Difficulty is 4.
Okay. Watch me fail. 2 successes.
You catch it and look at it, and it's a small glass vial with a stopper on the top of it.
What is this?
Well, if you want something from me, I will need something from you.
You want my blood?
I think it seems reasonable.
I don't know if I can physically do that.
Well, can you physically close your eyes and stand still?
I might need to talk to someone about that.
I don't think
okay?
you need to talk to anyone. I think you need to just put some blood in the glass. And she uses dominate at that point.
7.
I knew this was going to happen.
7 willpower?
What a day.
7, yeah. That's my difficulty.
Okay. And how many successes do you think I need to dominate Sage to do that?
Well, it depends on what the Order of Mars has to say about it.
Right.
So.
Well, bearing in mind that she's quite old and has powerful dominate.
But also, so is Mardon.
That is true. This is true.
My daddy.
I guess we'll put this in the hands of fate. What is your willpower? 7. That's your current willpower, not your max, right? Okay.
Although, did we finish the story?
No, we did not.
Fuck. Okay. So I'm gonna get away with that.
Okay, she gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. 5 successes to dominate you to close your eyes. Oh, this time she no, just to fill the vial. That's what she said.
Okay. So I could fill it with anything, really.
You could. You could spend.
I mean, that's how dominate works.
You could spend a willpower point to do that.
I really need this willpower for later. You know, when I'm gonna have to see the prince.
Right.
Just roll with it then, say.
Oh,
I will roll. I'm gonna roll.
You're gonna roll?
As yeah.
You're gonna make a
As
willpower check, a self-control check.
okay, that's a good idea. Self-control.
And think about, Alan's, what he means to you and what the order means to you.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, so what do you reckon? What does he do?
I don't know.
Wasn't that supposed to decide? That was the whole point. You'll never be a DM at this rate.
That's okay with me. Okay. If I fail, then I'll do it. If not, then I don't. Okay, I use a willpower.
Okay, so you use a willpower to not fill it.
Yep.
Okay.
Like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Not without.
As you use your willpower, you break the vial in your hand and you cut your hand for 1 level of non-aggravated damage.
Ow. Look, you don't need to do this, Lady Amisa.
To what?
Try and dominate your way with me.
I am, shall we say, ensuring my own security. You're here in my haven and you are asking for some fairly unreasonable requests.
The thing is, our blood, it's incredibly important. Isn't there something else I could do?
Is there something else that you could do? Perhaps you'll tell me. Well, very well, I have something for you. I am thinking you are an artist, are you not?
I'm a musician.
And you've been making videos, music videos for television, is that right? I have some products I would like you to sell.
What are you selling?
We can talk about that later.
I'll do it. As long as you grant me your help.
I will do whatever I can.
And look, if you do this for me, then there's a pretty good chance I'll be able to get you the audience you require.
That is truly what I want. Then I shall do my best for you, young sage. I shall. She reads your aura. Are you lying?
No.
Okay.
I'm currently desperate.
Right.
So. And she can probably read that in the aura. Desperation.
That's right. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So, well, is there anything else that you might like to talk about while we're here? The Camarilla, for example. I mean, you understand that if you were not in the Camarilla, that this event that has taken place, which is, as you obviously know, is only natural to a vampire under certain conditions, certain circumstances. You're not there, Barry. I'm going to mute you.
Look, I disagree with a lot of what the Camarilla do, but I stand by my sire and what his plan is.
And is your sire a staunch Camarilla follower himself?
I think he tries to be.
Oh, interesting. I see.
We kind of have to play by the rules here.
Well, yes, London.
Like you yourself, you've come here and you've abided by the rules of the Camarilla, so
indeed,
you understand.
After all, London is the home of the invention of rules. I joke. Never mind.
Okay. Right. Well, I'm going to see the prince closer to midday. So
midday?
Will you meet me there? well, we've already organized this. I assume it's like midday. I don't know. When is it?
You can turn up at midday if you like, but it will be a short visit.
We did plan like
Midday?
we did plan to. I don't think we had a set time, but
But it wasn't midday.
I had already called the
Guarantee it
prince
wasn't
in.
midday.
Okay, well, whenever.
It might have been midnight.
Oh, sorry, midnight. Whatever. I think you get
I've been
the
jostling you
idea.
for like 2 whole minutes and
Okay. So yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so midnight. She says she will meet you there.
Okay. Then I will.
She says, unless you would like to come with me together.
Maybe.
If we go now, I may be perhaps able to gain an audience with the prince earlier.
Okay.
Probably without the primogen.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll try, but we'll probably end up needing the primogen anyway, won't we?
Not necessarily. They're not always there until the time of such an appointment. But
I have to try and get in touch with another person that's going to end up being there.
I see.
Would it be all right if I just make a quick phone call?
Of course.
Okay. I will go and I'll make a phone call to Lord Panties.
Lord Panties. Okay. We'll get back to that in just a moment.
Okay.
Bishipo, what are you doing?
Looking after Elaine. Silently.
Silently.
I'm doing a silent movie starring me. I'm
No, it's called The Mute.
I've worked out what I'm gonna say to the prince
Okay.
and all the technical reasons why this shouldn't happen and all the emotional ones, even though the emotional ones sometimes abandon me.
Right. Are you traveling there now?
Yeah, I'm heading on the way there now.
Have you got Alan?
Well, yes.
I did tell you to look after him.
He's in a truck at the back.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in a truck at the back, and he's the one lying down. And he's got men to pick up the box and take it in when, yeah.
Okay, so he's with you, right? You brought on. That's a good idea.
It is a good idea. Again, I'm a little bit worried about the fact that we're bringing in a frenzied vampire to meet the prince.
You can always mention that to the prince before someone.
I hopefully have had enough sense to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knowing that it's his first time and everything.
All right. Okay. So everybody at the prince's at the Elysium is aware of the fact that Alan was in frenzy before he was staked. Yeah. To be fair, that's not unusual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so you get there. You probably get there approximately the same time as these guys. Alexis, yeah, so you finish your feeding. You'll get there on time for this because that was 2 hours and the last meeting was an hour ago and that was blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so you're there as well. So you find yourselves together in the waiting room. And when you guys come in, you both happen to come in just as Lady Amisa is leaving the waiting room. And just before that, she says to you, Sage, I shall go and approach and see if I am able to get us an earlier audience.
Okay, thank you. I was also trying to make that phone call to Panties.
Right, okay. Get back to Lord Pantheus.
Pantyhose.
Are you trying? Do you want Alan to die?
It's just every time I hear his name, I think of pants.
Pants.
Yeah.
That's that conflict you talk of.
I used to know this guy who called himself Pantero because it's like panther in Spanish or something, and we just.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Right.
Okay, so anyhow, so Lady Amisa goes past you guys and leaves. As you come in, you find Sage here. At the back of the room, some guards, some soldiers come in. They're wearing uniforms and berets, and they carry Alan's box into the room, and they place it down for a moment. And there seems to be a little bit of confusion because somebody else comes in and says, he directs them to take them to a different room. So Alan is then removed from the room and taken somewhere else. The doors are sealed, and you are left alone in the waiting room. The clock ticks. Your phone call. Right, Pantheus. Lord speaking.
Lord. This is Sage. Sage Blackwood?
Sage Blackwood. Oh, yes, I know you, Sage Blackwood. How may I help you, ma'am?
I believe that one of the others have had a conversation to you about Alan.
About to me?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Both told me about that, so.
Sage, you were looking for Lord Pantheus.
Yes.
Perhaps he knows. Whatever he knows.
Yeah, I think he would. Why would you answer with Lord? Is that your name?
My name is Lords. Yes,
okay.
Mr. Lords.
Sorry, that really got me confused.
Ah, well, yes. Well, now that you know, it's Lords. Laudes. Lords.
Oh, okay. Yes. May I please speak to Lord Pantheus, please?
Yes, very well. I'll put you on. Hold on.
Thank you.
And a couple of minutes go by. Hands over the phone. Sage Blackwood. This is Lord Pantheus. How may I assist you?
Well, we're going to go in and see the prince in a few moments about Alan, the child I just created. I was told that you could help us.
I shall try. I have, in fact, begun. I've had some conversations with some of the Toreadors in your city. Among them Angelus, but also Ariel and several other members of their clan.
If you want, you could tell them that I would offer my vocal services till the end of time, probably. I feel like I would be forever in their debt.
It is very, very kind of you. I shall mention that.
Will you be here?
I will be here.
Are you here?
I am landing here very shortly.
Okay. Should we perhaps wait a bit till you get here?
If you can arrange it.
Okay,
I'm perhaps an hour away.
Okay, an hour away. I'll do my best.
Good luck.
Okay, thank you. And I'll rush around trying to do that.
Okay, well, you're in a antechamber and all the doors are shut. There is a big red telephone there.
Red telephone.
Oh, you know, it's gold. It's gold plated.
Gold telephone.
Yeah.
I think it's called gerrymandering. Wait, no, that's not right. It's the filibustering.
Filibustering.
Yeah, where I'll be talking for an hour until he gets here.
Yeah, those fuckers, they go on and on and on and on. All right. So you pick up the phone and someone says, "This is Bazin. How can I help you?"
Hello, this is Sage.
You are in the antechamber in the waiting room. Yes. Do you need?
We are. We have a very important guest, a Lord Pantheus arriving, as part of the trial, I suppose.
What trial? I do not know of any trial.
As our meeting with.
We only have an execution scheduled for. I'm just kidding.
I know. Just kidding.
He may not be.
Yes. So he'll be here in an hour.
I see. This guest. I know this Lord Pantheus. Yes. I suspect that the prince will wish to wait for him.
Okay.
I will try to rearrange the meeting for you.
Thank you.
Are you happy to continue to wait in the antechamber?
We are more than happy. Thank you.
Very well. I was seeing
Apparently,
someone to
guys,
talk
we're
to.
more than
There's
happy to
news.
sit in this antechamber and wait. Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Alexi starts punching holes in the walls.
What did I say?
Bishop was too loud.
Yes, you can use the telephone if you need anything else.
Oh.
It's up to me again.
Okay, thank you.
So the three of you.
So we gotta wait an hour. I really miss Alan. I want to teach him everything. I don't want to be here. I'd rather be out teaching him how to feed and.
I finally got the three of you in a room together. Do some fucking role playing.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Alexis? No, I'm kidding. He's a Nosferatu. He's not very talkative. He might.
Bishop is saving up all his talkative for when he needs it.
Okay.
Well, we're definitely in the shit now.
He's pacing the floor.
I hope it's worth it.
Me too.
Right. What are your auras saying at the moment? Just in case you thought you weren't being observed.
Right. Okay, well, I'm incredibly nervous, scared,
Right.
and concerned. All of those.
Right.
And a vampire.
And
I'm not liking the way that we're always getting pushed around by these guys.
Shouldn't be thinking anti-Camarilla thoughts in the camera. In the antechamber.
Well,
What
I'm
are you
just
doing?
I'm just assuming that he's gonna die, and it's like, wow, that's not cool.
I mean, you guys have been let. Well, you've been let off for diablerie. Bishop has been let off for creating a child. I haven't had anything wrong until now. So.
this is the conversation, right?
No, it's.
Oh, this is just what.
No, that's what I was feeling.
This is what you're each thinking and feeling. What's Bishop's thoughts right now?
He feels sorry for Sage, but he wishes she would harden up. And
get hard.
He's pretty much like his mate over here, like Alexis. He's we get our asses kicked in one place, and then it's another place, and then we go, he's kind of got 100 things to do and 100 things to think of, and now he's got this, So he's slightly pissed. He's slightly pissed. Yeah.
I see. Okay. All right.
And
well, yeah.
To make it worse, he likes the guy.
Alan,
yeah, he likes the guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I love the
not
guy.
As much as Sage.
not as
Definitely
much
not
as
that much.
Sage. Definitely not.
No, I'm not about to show him my big soldier, but you know what I mean. Yeah.
Right. The doors open suddenly. And you are admitted to the prince's private chambers.
How long did it take?
An hour.
Okay, sweet. Okay.
Philippe would have stayed.
And we can role play for an hour if we want to. I don't mind. In the chamber and role play. Right?
9 o'clock. This happens.
I'll give you 5 XP if you do that.
Wow. Just sit in silence.
I don't care.
For an
Philippe
hour.
would have stayed.
I'm gonna go and have a shower and come back later. Watch the recording sometime.
Philippe would have stayed.
Okay.
From what's the point of going if he's already there?
Right.
And he would have talked to the prince at some stage.
Okay. All right. Well, as I say, an hour passes and then the doors open, and you see that Angelus is standing with Ariel. Presently, just the two of them in this room. And they bid you enter. At this point, Pantheus is not in the room. You're perhaps surprised, I don't know, but he'll probably be here soon. You don't know. You're assuming he's going to be. In any case, Angelus beckons you in.
Okay, I'll come in.
You notice that Alan's box is near the door. You couldn't see it until you got inside. And there's two guards standing back behind it against the wall, back of the room. Ariel looks over to you, and you see a tear, a blood tear come down her face. She wipes it. And, she looks quite sorry, sad. You have done something very disappointing to me, Sage. You have, of course, you know what you've done. That's why you're here. I give you credit, at least, that you come here. You do not seek to run away. Come here to face the justice that is required. I am told that you have friends in powerful places. Lord Pantheus has contacted.
Yes.
He says he will be here soon.
He should be here soon.
I see. Well, I'm not sure that even he can protect you from what you've done. The creation of a child against the traditions is, if I were to allow it, I would send a terrible message to the clan and to the city, Camarilla. I've already done it once. I have allowed your friend here, and he looks at Bishop, to make a child under similar conditions.
Hang on, that was made in a whole different place.
It was.
Yeah, that was made in a whole different place.
Do you say
Oslo.
that? You're going to say that?
Yeah, I do. Excuse me, my prince. That was made in a whole different place. It wasn't made here. And I had to face the music for that, I admit. But there's, if you permit me, something I'd like to say about this man.
But do you mind if I speak first?
Go.
Is it all right to defend myself?
Oh, I'm very interested to hear what you have to say. Please.
Okay. Well, where do I begin? What I've done over the last year, I've been working with this coterie to fight the Sabbat. Alan has been by my side this entire time. It started with Oslo, and he wasn't there for that, but with Twickenham, the Whitehall incident, the IKEA in Croydon, the events of last night, we put ourselves in danger. We risk a lot, but when we do things like that, there is risk and there is reward. So with the situation in Twickenham, we didn't quite get all the toreadors out. We put a lot on the line. We managed to save one, which is amazing. And unfortunately, Bishop took a toll that night. We weren't compensated for that. In the Whitehall scenario, Bishop and Tatiana, they both have a mutual understanding, but they invited me and Alan to join them. And without Alan's help, we probably would have had a lot more casualties. Ministers would have died. That building probably would have been rubble. At the IKEA building, all of us were there when we wiped the entire place out of Schlachter. there was a Zemitzi that night who took me up into the air, and I did what I had. Oh,
Angela stops you for a minute, and he turns to Ariel, and he says something in French. Do you speak French? Anybody here speak French? I don't think Bishop speaks French. No.
I think he said Philippe.
No.
Philip's not here either. Okay, so
Philippe's not here?
that's cool. Nobody knows what's going on. Then he turns back. Please continue.
Right. So the Shalakta had taken me up into the air and dropped me from. We both fell from a great height, and I suffered greatly that night, where I was wounded for a week trying to recover myself.
We have heard the reports. Yes.
We were not compensated for that night either, even though we did a great job. We did the job.
Compensation for defending the Camarilla? Do you think I seek compensation for protecting the city of London every night from outside forces and worse, inside forces?
Well, I am a singer.
Have you ever heard the great speech by the American president, John F. Kennedy, I believe he said, do not ask what your country can do for you, what you can do for your country's age. This is an honor that has been given to you. You should be respecting this situation that you have.
Are there many others that do the same? Do what we do?
You're chosen for this.
We haven't been chosen.
Curious. There's a ring of a bell outside the room. I think that your friend may be here. We'll see what he has to say.
I'm not even done yet.
Some double doors open and Lord Pantheus comes in. He's dressed from neck to foot in a long burgundy robe with a beautiful Renaissance pattern on it, with woven gold thread. He comes in, he's bald, by the way, I don't know if you knew that, but he is. And he kind of drifts into the room like an angel. And he looks at Angelus, and they meet eyes for a long gaze. And Angelus turns to everybody and he says, leave us. Go. Back.
Okay, we go?
Okay, they open the doors back to the waiting room. And they put you all back in the waiting room. Dr. Shipman, you might be in the waiting room this time. I don't know, it's up to you.
I guess if I wasn't summoned, then I probably would be, yeah.
Okay. All right, so you're in the waiting room, all of you now. They close the doors.
We're standing and pacing.
Standing and pacing.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody say anything?
Shaking my head.
So how's it going?
I'm not here. See, this is me not here.
What's the verdict?
There isn't one yet.
Can you tell which way they're leaning or no?
It doesn't feel like they're leaning towards hopefulness.
They said why?
Oh, yeah, you always ask a prince why.
Apart from, yeah, just Prince being Prince. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's, well...
Out of game, he needs a spanking. He's been a naughty boy.
Prince?
Yeah.
Why? What's he done?
You know,
He's
been doing prince shit.
What's the point of being a prince if you can't do prince shit?
I don't know. This is going to be an interesting scenario. I can't wait to figure out how this ends, because I've got a few what ifs.
So I guess you can find out.
Let's go rogue.
Branching.
Go fuck up. Just
Do you say that, Alexis? Do you say let's go rogue?
no.
Oh, go on.
Another anti-camera thing.
Just the whole way. Let's go rogue. What? No.
All right, eventually the doors open back up again. And you go back inside. And Lord Pantheus is there, and they seem to be... He's sitting down now. Angelus stands up, and he's holding a golden arrow, which was previously on the wall. And he's standing there looking at you as you come in. And he says, I have had a discussion with your friend, Lord Pantheus here. He is a very respectable member of our clan.
This would be better if we could see you.
Oh, very well. He says, I am considering another course of action. You have mentioned that you feel that you deserve some sort of recompense for the things that you've done. And your actions were performed during combat in defense of the city. So, perhaps some leniencies in order. Instead, I should like to reward you for your actions. And on this night, I shall declare each of you an enforcer of the City of London. This will give you some immunities to certain things. You will be able to make reports, and if required, you will have some leniency regarding the traditions, as long as you include your transgressions, shall we say, in your reports, and describe in detail how it is that you have repaired the situations. We're clear.
Absolutely.
I see.
What else will be expected of us?
You'll work with our enforcer, Tatiana, and from time to time, Urian may demand your request, or may request your service.
Am I allowed to ask one other thing? Alan is quite young. Would he be an enforcer as well?
He will not be an enforcer, but he
Okay.
can work with you.
Thank you.
In some sort of support role, perhaps?
Definitely.
There will become a time when you can release him as a neonate from a child. When the time comes, then perhaps his status will change. As you say, he has proven himself as a mortal and as a man. Let us see him prove himself now as a vampire.
I think so.
Make sure that the materials are properly purified and consecrated. He looks at his box. You can take him now.
Thank you. I'm gonna run over to him.
To Angelus?
No, to
Panther?
Alan.
Oh, to Alan. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yep. Cool. And the guards pick up his box and walk you out. And they close the doors behind you.
I'm hacking his box.
All right. Whereabouts are you going to open his box?
I'd like to take him back to God, we've got to get something for him to eat. I'd like to take him back to the warehouse. To my warehouse.
To your
yeah.
My prince, may I talk to you in private as an enforcer?
That seems reasonable to me. Why not? Lord Pantheus nods to you and he leaves. So does Ariel and the guards. You have my complete attention now. He looks at you and you feel your mind being sifted through.
My prince, I know how this could have turned out.
I'm sure that you are very clear and aware of the situation.
I know what you had a right to do. I want to tell you that I had respect for you before, but my respect is without measure.
It's kind of you.
I'm not being kind, my prince. I'm telling the truth.
Well, I appreciate your sentiments, Enforcer.
He will be the best he can make himself.
I'm sure that he will be. Concern yourself with your actions for now. So now, Enforcer, listen to me.
Yes.
Go. Enforce.
He goes to enforce.
All right. And off you go. So you leave and you go out and you do stuff. Probably going back to the complex, I assume.
Yeah.
Sage, you are on your way back to the complex with Alan's body.
I want to go back to
Take him down to the. I say straight away.
Well, that went better than expected.
Take him down to the. What do they call
I've
it?
taken him to mine.
You just wait a minute for a second. Just let me think for a second. Take him down to the. Not prison. There's another name for it. Take him down to the cell so we can let him loose there and he can go mad nicely. And then we can calm him down and say that everything's all right.
I'm going to take him back to mine, so.
To your what?
To my haven.
And when he attacks you, because he's still in frenzy?
It will be fine. It will be fine.
Oh my God. Okay, all right. Do you want us to come with you just in case? Because you did such a wonderful job of it before.
I think I'll be okay. Thank you, Bishop.
Oh,
I just want some alone time with Alan.
Oh, could we put the thing aside for a minute and just let him break his mind, and then you can have as much alone time as you want? Because if he's in frenzy and he takes you out and then he goes running around, we'll have to all chase him, and that'll keep us going for God knows how long.
But Bishop, the irony, it would be really quite ironic.
Yeah, but it means we have to work even more. And
if she survives, she can write up the paperwork since we're now enforcers.
No.
Well, it seems like we've got a bit more leeway in what we do now.
Oh my
We'll see
God!
what happens.
Why don't any of you ever? And he walks away, going, "Why don't they ever listen to me? It's just a bloody waste of time." And he continues to go.
Right. Okay. On your way out, Barry, Bishop, out of the prince's chambers and what have you, you pass a fellow who you recognize to be Ronnie Cray.
Evening.
Wow, wasn't expecting to see you here. Do you happen to know where my child is?
Actually, I do. He's about to get in a vehicle and head.
Is that so?
Back to my complex.
Back to your complex?
Yes.
Interesting.
Good.
What exactly, if you don't mind? You mind me asking you some questions?
You can ask. I'm not sure I'll answer them. Go on.
Well,
he puts his sunglasses on straight away.
I stand behind him.
Okay. Well, and Shipman, I'm assuming you're not here because this conversation wouldn't happen if you were there.
No, I'd probably already be gone.
So Dr. Shipman, you've employed him in some capacity, is that right?
Yes, he takes care of all our medical needs as far as our ghouls are concerned.
Oh, your ghouls, right? That does make a lot of sense. Yes, I was wondering about that because vampires, medicine doesn't particularly make a lot of difference, does it?
Well, it does to a ghoul.
Ghouls, yeah, that makes a lot more sense now that I think about that. Yeah, why
Yeah.
not? Yeah, but he's up to something else, isn't he?
Of course he is. He's always up to something else.
Wow. He's up to something with you, clearly, because you've been looking after my dear Dr. Shipman for some time now, haven't you?
Actually, I've been working with Dr. Shipman.
Working with him, yes. Taking him places all over the place. In fact, he's been on a number of international travels lately. He's becoming an international man of mystery, isn't he?
He is.
Isn't he just? Like you, in fact. Like your whole coterie, in fact. Off to Milan, off to say, doesn't say Milan, off to Europe.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I can't deny it. Yeah, Sabat are all over the place. I wish I could have them all in one place. It would save time, but unfortunately,
I see. This is to do with the Sabat, fighting the Sabat.
Yes,
that does make sense.
I'll take you with us one day. You want to come?
I might take you up on that, actually.
After all, you're quite the legend.
Well, it's I'm a bit old for that sort of thing now.
Really? You? I doubt it.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, I'm not being sarcastic. I do know your history, and who doesn't?
Well,
and man to man,
the corporation was quite a thing in its day.
It was quite a thing in its day. It was more than a thing, sir.
That's right.
You practically had this part of the city in your hands.
Oh, we had the whole city, really. I mean, that's right. The way I see it. The whole city was under our control.
That's right. That's why I'm asking you. You
don't honestly think that all just went away, did you, when I became a vampire?
No, I don't think so. But that's none of my business.
Very wise. Very wise.
Just as my business is none of yours.
Oh, I see. Well, you see, the difference between you and me in that situation is that you happen to spend an awful lot of time with my child, who I am somewhat accountable for. So if he does anything wrong or stupid...
Oh, he never does anything stupid. He respects you.
Well, I appreciate that greatly. And you give him a lot of... what's the word I'm looking for?
You'll be glad to know he's an enforcer now.
The benefit of the doubt. An enforcer?
Yeah.
My child is an enforcer.
Oh, look, and there's the time again. I'll see you sometime.
I'll see you sometime. Or perhaps I won't. We'll see. And you head off.
Yep.
All right. And Alexis, you follow? All right.
Yep.
Where do you go?
Back to Bishops.
Back to Bishops. Back to Bishops.
Well, I sit in Bishop's car and then go wherever.
Parker.
So,
get ready for a call from Sage that something has gone wrong and they're strangling each other in the corner somewhere.
Should I put a team in the vicinity, sir?
Yeah, put a ghost team in the vicinity, just in case everything goes sideways. So.
Very well. Is a particular target? Do I happen to know who this particular target is?
Oh, you do, and he might need staking at some point.
I'll keep that in mind, sir. Right.
There's one thing he's going to get out of his birth is the fact that he's been staked more times than...
Despicable business, this.
Yeah.
And even though he's a new vampire, I do imagine he'll probably run rings around Sage.
Yeah. But to be fair, once Sage has got a sniper rifle, there's nothing that can better her. Not even me.
Fortunately, I think Helen will be faster.
What you need to do is stick Sage in the front of an armored vehicle with a sniper rifle.
Or on an armored vehicle with a sniper rifle.
I thought the driving seat might be the place.
Okay.
Well, she's probably still trying to drive it.
Yeah, she'll be shooting the sniper rifle with one hand and driving with the other hand. Anyway.
So if anything goes crazy, we'll just head over there at some point.
All right. Sage, you get back to your apartment.
Mm-hmm. of
With your
the.
box. You got anyone to carry your box?
I will. I will do my best, I suppose.
Okay.
Sure, there'll be people. Yes,
Who've
anyone.
You got left?
I don't like
Well, Lionel's gone.
Francesco.
Francesco. Okay.
But no,
Francesco.
I wouldn't want him. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I like
You and Francesco heaving this box into the house.
Thank
Okay.
you.
I think that's
Just put this down here in Alan's room.
Yes, here you go. Is this a good place here?
Yep, this is perfect.
Oh, wait, we'll just get it up against the wall properly. Yes, that's better. He's very anally retentive. Gaps, doesn't like them.
I was wondering if you could do me a favor.
Yes.
Just lend me some of your blood.
You're going to give it back?
I'll give you some of mine in return, eh? How about that?
That's a fair exchange.
Okay. We will exchange blood.
Very well.
Yeah.
Is that as a wrist?
I will take it and put it in a cup. So yeah, thank you. Thank you. I know you're a bit weak now, but you can have some of mine. Here you go.
He drinks it up. Oh, that's better. Oh, you can have some more if you want. I'll switch, give you another round.
Well, just wait out here. Go upstairs, okay? Go to my room, and I'll call you down if I need your help. Okay.
Do I need a passcode to get into your room?
Ooh, probably. I do have it locked, don't I? Just stay upstairs. You'll be fine.
You can whisper it in my ear if you want.
Just go.
He goes upstairs. Closes the door behind him as he leaves.
We're on the ground floor anyway.
Okay. What room are you in?
We're in his room.
Okay, so it's a bedroom.
Yeah.
Is it just a bedroom? Does it have an ensuite? Does it have its own gaming room next to it or anything like that, do you think, or any other rooms attached?
We'll give him his own bathroom as well. Yeah.
So there's a bedroom bathroom complex. Okay, cool. Is there a balcony?
No, it's on the bottom floor.
Ground floor. Yeah. There's no doors to the outside except for the door.
It's a couple doors and then he's outside, but otherwise he goes out into the area with the bar and stuff. Yeah.
Right.
With the pool table. Right. It is small, but well, it's perfect for him, I think. This was supposed to be the area that he would just come over and he'd stay at if he needed. He's got his own building, right? So
okay. So there's a bed in this room.
Yeah.
And you put the box on the bed?
That might be tricky. I'll take him. The box will be on the ground. Okay. I'll unbox him.
All right.
I'm going to mix in my blood into Francesco's blood, and then I'm going to pour it into his mouth.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pull out the steak. Be like, it's all right, Alan. Everything's back to normal. You can live a free life now. And I'll take the steak out.
All right.
Don't worry, I'm here. Yep.
He lays there for a long moment.
You okay?
He swallows the blood that's in his mouth and licks his mouth. You see his fangs retract. Sage.
Yeah.
Sage.
Yeah, I'm here.
More blood, Sage.
Right. Okay.
It's gonna happen again soon.
Okay. I'll give him some more of mine.
All right.
But yeah, I won't let him like drink from me. I will pour it into something else and give it to him.
Okay.
I don't want him to feed from me, and then we'll have this situation where I dissolve into nothing.
He drinks all the blood in the cup, and then he moves towards you.
Okay. I'll get you more. Hold on. Okay. Can you hold on?
He grabs onto the table nearby, and he's just gripping it.
All right, stay here.
I'm trying, Sage.
Keep trying. I'll go outside. And I'm going to lock his door.
Something smashes inside the room.
Francesco, I need your help right now.
He comes running down and says, "What is it? What is it? Oh, is he
more
okay?
Blood, more blood. Yep. I'll I'll take some more. I'll take as much as I can before he gets a bit sleepy.
Yeah, okay. So you can take 2 more blood points.
Okay, and then I will
And he's very tired.
go in and then like give him the blood. Close the
Okay,
door
so
and
you
look
go
at him.
back in and give him the blood?
Yep. Here.
This is another cup, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say it's probably a flask because a cup won't hold 2 points of blood. A cup is
point.
about a point of blood.
Yeah. A pint of blood.
Right.
Those are the cups we have in the bar.
Right, 1 pint cups.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so you open the door.
Mm-hmm.
He snatches the cup out of your hand and you hear him drinking it, and then he tosses the cup and it batters against the wall. More sage! That's not enough!
Okay. Francesco, go get more blood, please. Oh.
He runs off. Bishop, you get a phone call.
I should have a supply of my own blood.
Where from?
Well, I needed some. Well, I was putting some aside because of Alan, but also because of Francesco.
You're talking about dead blood?
It was my own blood that would have been
Your own blood.
That would have been stored.
Blood doesn't store very well.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very poorly, in fact.
Yeah. All right. Yep. I'm looking the door.
Maybe you do have some stored blood, and maybe this is how you're about to learn that it's not very good.
Well, there you go.
There you go. All right.
Hello.
So you okay? Excuse me. This is Mr. Bishop.
Yes.
My name is Francesco. Do you know who I am? I working for Sage.
Yes.
She told me to get you. No. Wait. Told me to get her some blood, more blood.
Parker, Ghost Team, blood.
All right. I'm trying to figure out how Parker interprets that.
He needs more of a sentence.
Right. The ghost team burst in and they kill everyone and spray blood on the wall. No.
Parker, Ghost Team gets some blood. Use members of the Ghost Team to give him blood.
All right.
One person at a time should do it.
All right. Okay, very good.
I'm just at the door being like, put it in the cup and then I'll feed it to her.
What do I need to do, Mr. Bishop? What do I need to do? I'm waiting.
You need to tell, there's going to be what's called a ghost team. The commander of that lot will give you blood.
Okay, I'm waiting. I wait at the door. Come quickly.
Okay.
Oh my God, they're breaking things upstairs.
No, don't.
Jesus Christ. Fuck, did you hear that? Okay, and he hangs up.
Parker.
So.
Car. Get me over there.
All right, sir. Very well. On our way. Brings the car around. Alexei and Dr. Shipman, what are you doing?
I'm with Bishop.
Okay, so you get in the car with Bishop. Shipman?
Alexei, where are you?
I think I would be experimenting on the white that we caught.
Okay. Very well. So you're doing
pretty cool.
You're doing that. You want to make an intelligence and medicine or science check if you have any science.
Doc.
He doesn't have any academics. How would he have science?
Intelligence.
Right.
Doc, body bags, get in the car.
Oh, I'm going to ignore that.
Okay.
He's deeply busy in his medical experimentations.
All right.
I think like the ghost teams is good though. Just get them to donate blood and
I just
they're
told
doing.
them to do that,
That's what
so
they're
it
gonna
should
do.
work.
it should be fine.
4 successes.
I'll have
Okay.
this.
What are you trying to learn about the white?
I just want to learn essentially what I guess Zero Humanity does to the vampire anatomy, and if there is a possibility of bringing them back from that.
Okay, well, what
or
you
controlling them.
The most simple thing that you learn first is that they have total immunity to any kind of damage or aggravated damage. It does not impair them. They don't care. They don't feel pain. They're like, it's as if they've been pumped up to the eyeballs on PCP. They're psychotic. They're not aware of any kind of ethical dilemmas or actions. They're not really all that conscious. They're just really just running on instinct. They can't really even talk. They grunt. They can. You suspect they can communicate among themselves in a very, very primitive way that's kind of like a pack, but nothing complex based on the kinds of behavioral signals you're getting from this white, at least. I'm assuming you've got it chained up in a room, basically.
Yeah, it'll be like strapped up pretty
Right.
heavily to like a medical sort of.
Biohazard.
Yeah.
I just imagine it would be like quarantined.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you'd have to use like the little gloves.
Do you remember the glass room? Do you remember the glass room that they put Bishop in, the glass cell?
Yeah.
That might be the appropriate location.
Yeah.
Suggestion. Okay. Very good. Yeah, and what you are discovering is that if you don't feed it, over time it slowly withers. Okay. All right. So you're Sage. You're with Alan.
Yep.
And he's. Or are you in the room with Alan, or are you outside the room?
I'm outside the room.
Okay.
I locked the door and I'm like,
Right.
Alan,
He's trashing the room now. Just
food is
smashing,
coming, okay?
smashing
Jesus.
stuff. Shit goes flying at the walls. You're hearing vases explode. The glass of the windows. Actually, no windows because it's a vampire room. Okay. And then you get then Francesco comes running up the stairs to you, Sage. Yeah. Sage, I spoke to Mr. Bishop. He is sending a team to come and then they're going to donate. This is the word? Donate there. Yeah. They'll be here soon. Dunk, dunk, dunk. There's a knock at the door.
Go get that, please.
He runs off.
Thank you.
Okay. And you hear talking going on downstairs. All right, Alexi and Bishop, you're in the car driving across the city.
Why does this girl affect me so that I am chasing halfway across the city and getting my ghost teams to feed her childer?
I have no idea, but it's never boring.
That's true. I have to admit, it's never boring. She makes it interesting. Okay, let's hope that when we get there, half my ghost team isn't sucked dry.
Right. Well,
very nice of you.
Sage, what are you doing in the house? You're just staying by the door upstairs?
Staying by the door and just trying different things, like just singing lullabies, or singing the anthems of Britain.
The anthems of Britain. Right.
Vindaloo.
Nice. Hilarious. Can you make an intelligence and investigation check, Sage?
Yeah. Intelligence investigation?
Yeah.
2
successes. You suspect from the amount of damage that he's doing inside this room, the noise that's going on, and the fact that he's clearly still going in and out of frenzy, he must be burning a lot of blood too. He doesn't know how to control it. He's burning it into stamina and dexterity and strength without knowing that's what he's doing, and it's causing him to obviously frenzy more. And then the damage he's making is getting to become more and more. And now there are cracks appearing in the door.
Jesus.
Francesco comes running upstairs with another tube of blood and the whole thing.
Good, thank you.
Is it okay? I mixed it together. It's not all the same stuff.
That's fine. Go get more. Okay, go get more. I'll put it through the door, close it, and be like, Alan, you need to stop burning blood.
I don't know how, Sage. The door, this fist comes through the door. There's a hole in it. Comes spraying out. Splinters.
Oh God, okay.
He rips his hand back out again. There's blood on the door.
Fuck. Do I know how to stop
slamming his shoulder into the door.
Do I know what I can say to help him stop burning blood?
What do you think you could say to help him stop?
Like how do I control myself?
Willpower, probably. Self-control. I mean, the thing is, you it's like when you start a new video game and you've never played it before, and you've got analog sticks on it, and you're just swerving all over the fucking place because you can't control the car. And as you learn how much pressure to put on the sticks, you learn how to control it, and you get better, and it becomes more subtle. And at the moment, he's got the steering wheel and he's just swerving because he doesn't know what's going on. He hasn't realized, and he's not in his right mind. So anything you say is going to have to go through several filters of insanity to get to him.
Alan, you need to drink the blood and you need to keep it
I
down.
drank the blood. I drank it. It's gone.
That's good. That's good. That's good. There'll be more blood. There'll be more blood soon, and then you'll drink that, and then you just
Door
keep doing that.
explodes open. And he's standing there. He's just splintered it with a headbutt, and he starts
Come on, you need to
stalking towards you. And
you
then
need to control this. Come on, you can do this.
he doesn't need to control it, but
Yeah, you need to control this. I am your sire. You will do as I say.
You think he's about to fucking murder you when he walks right past you and snatches the next bottle out of Francesco's hand.
Okay, good, good.
Takes the top of it, starts chugging it, glug, 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 drops it. And then he turns towards Francesco. He starts moving towards him.
I'm going to pick him up.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick him up. Yeah. Yeah.
Roll your dice. Roll your thaumaturgy.
4, that's more than enough.
Okay.
I'm going to pick him up.
Sage! He's going nuts in the air. He's kicking
Calm
and
down.
yelling and shouting and waving his arms
We
around.
will get you more blood.
Francesco
You need to calm yourself.
Runs away.
All right.
Francesco runs back down the stairs. He's just out of there. You hear more blood getting produced from somewhere. People coming and going. There's like an army of soldiers out the front door, coming in one at a time.
I expected more from you, Alan.
He goes down on his knees and he's gripping the carpet. Fuck Sage!
I expected more from you. Now you
Are
love
they
me,
gonna
right?
kill me or what?
Of course they're not going to kill you. We went there. We fought for you. We fought hard, and they gave you permission to be a vampire. You are safe now.
He leaps on you suddenly.
Well, he can't because I'm I'm imitating him.
He tries. You see him move and jerk towards you. Right.
It's like swimming.
Causes him to spin around slowly in the air. Okay. Bishop Alexis, you arrive at the house. You're outside the front. You see the ghost team standing
Fuck me days.
milling around at the door. A couple of them, there's about 4 of them now who are just sitting down having a
Well, I
bit of
wonder
a
what
rest.
we're gonna walk into.
All right.
Pump into strength.
Okay, you fill up your strength bar. Okay, cool. As you're doing that, the door opens and another weak-looking soldier comes sort of hobbling out. You see Francesco in the doorway and he waves in the next soldier and looks over at you. He says, you probably want to come inside.
We probably do.
Okay, so ushers you in. You can also, this is a chance also if you want to give any more orders to your ghost team, they're right there. Or you can leave them alone.
All right, those of you that are still donating, keep donating. Those of you that can't donate, get back to the base.
All right.
And bring another lot in.
Okay.
All right.
So, Sage, you're now hearing Bishop's voice coming from downstairs.
Okay, good.
And me
I'm
walking
like
in.
looking at Alan in his eyes. I'm like, come on, you need to control this. This is your first lesson.
I haven't got
control
dominate,
this.
have I? Damn it. Okay.
Not Bishop.
Once
I
you have
got
yourself
all
control,
though.
once you have yourself controlled, then I'm gonna start teaching you some really, really cool disciplines. Okay, you and we're gonna do this together.
Okay. I think I need
So you
some
gotta
more blood.
control.
Still
Don't
need
worry.
more blood.
More blood's coming.
Real soon.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Blood? You got the blood?
As you're coming up
No.
the stairs, what's his face? Francesco puts the bottle in your hand.
Good. Here you go. Okay, good.
Okay.
All right. Give it to me. You're gonna put me down for fuck's sake. I can't fucking drink like this. Put
Yes, you
me
can.
down, Sage.
Put him down, Sage.
Ugh,
Please.
fucking give it to me. I need it now. Now.
Alan.
Sage. Sage.
Alan.
Sage.
Put it in your hand. Come on, Alan. Put it in your hand.
Give it to me.
Here you go.
He starts draining it. Glug, 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 glug.
Stop burning your blood. You need it.
Okay.
The
Stop
more
it.
times,
Okay. I've got
the
it.
more, the more times you smash something, the more times you break something,
Shut up.
you're using blood.
Fucking shut up.
Just let him calm down.
Okay. I think that's enough for now.
Have you got it under control?
I think so.
Do you think
Sorry.
you want to do
I'm
like
so
one
sorry,
more?
everyone. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Fuck.
Can you get one more of those?
Yeah. And they get another one, and he brings it up, and he guzzles it again immediately.
Sweet. When I feel like he's calm.
He doesn't actually finish this one.
Okay, cool. I'll run over and I'll give him a hug.
I'm sorry, everyone. I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble.
It's what happens, boy. It's what happens.
Didn't know what
Don't worry.
was happening. I fucking last thing I knew, I was basically dead.
No, you're very much
You
alive.
still are. You're
Yeah,
a vampire.
I guess so.
You're
Kinda.
dead, but you're not.
But I'm
Okay.
still
You're
wait.
not going to be put down.
Alan, I promise you I didn't want this for you. I wanted
How did you get away with it? Like I thought I was gonna die. I was sure of it.
friends in high places. Also, they need us. They need all of us
What?
I assume something to do with the order.
to protect London.
Right. Do you mind if I have a lie down?
Come along. Oh, we won't be going to his bedroom.
No.
I'll take him to mine.
Okay.
Come on.
You guys, normally about this time I probably want a cup of tea, but I suppose that's probably not going to help me now, is it?
No.
No.
No, I'm sorry.
No more cups of tea, boy. Unless you
Yes.
learn to eat, that is. But
Okay,
that's a story for another day.
So Sage and Alan wander off to the bedroom.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm gonna finish the glass though,
Okay.
because I'm pretty hungry now.
Fair enough.
Sage frenzies. This all goes
Yeah.
round.
Yeah, well, we just take turns frenzying as each person tries to stop the other, uses all their blood stopping the other person frenzying.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Okay.
what are you guys doing?
Okay.
What should we do, Bishop, while we wait?
Well, I'll get rid of the ghost team. We don't need that now.
What costume?
What do you mean, what ghost team? The one that was just here filling your childhood up, young lady.
All the trouble you're causing.
The
Yeah.
ones that are all sleeping on the lawn right now.
It'll be
Yeah.
my turn to piss somebody off shortly.
You would never do that.
Do you guys deliberately
the
go
open.
around
You
trying
already
to figure out
did.
ways to give me a headache? Or what?
I think they do. I think they spend all week on Discord just going, how are we going to fuck off Barry this week? They've got their own channel.
Just
I'm not-
so
I'm
you're a
not even-
vampire, Bishop. Otherwise, you'd have a heart attack.
Yes, well, so I get the boys to go back to the base.
All right, they all head off.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got this,
Who are you
Sage?
asking? Sage
You
is
got
in-
it?
Sage
she's-
is upstairs.
She's in her room with Alan. The door is
Oh,
sealed.
that's right. Thank you,
Just me and
Bishop,
you.
for training your men. That was wonderful. Oh,
Shall we
yes,
see what
that
the
he
doctor
I can
is
does.
say
up
my
to?
thank yous tomorrow.
That doesn't stop him from rehearsing it. Oh, yes, anytime, Sage. If you need my help, you know I'm there, like per fucking always. Okay, let us go and let love take its course.
Shall we go see what the doctor is up to?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you head
Send
back
him a message.
to the complex, and you find the doctor experimenting or making notes, doing research. Do you have any other ideas for experiments, Dr. Shipman?
I kind of just want to see if there's a way to be able to emulate or try and communicate with it to be part of its pack, if that makes sense.
Wow. Okay. Do you have any theories about how you might attempt that?
I guess I need to know. I mean, they work together, right? But they also feed off each other.
Yeah, I mean, they work together until they absolutely can't, and then they'll rip each other apart if they get too hungry.
So I guess it's
or if they
gotta
don't find other flesh to eat.
So I guess I got to figure out a way to make it see me as a white as well, in a way.
Right.
So, I don't
Do
know
the
how I
whole
would do that.
pheromones thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, one thing you could do is
What if I cover it myself in its blood?
right. I mean, if you do you want to make an intelligence and investigation check?
Rub white over you.
Alexi,
Yo,
Hang on, you guys.
do you
What's up, Bishop?
understand anything is written here? Because I sure as bloody don't.
What did you
My
roll?
eyes aren't working.
It'd probably be pretty crazy looking writing. 2 success.
Okay. So yeah, you could cover yourself in its blood. That's one thing you could do. You could also feasibly block its senses somehow. Test, like, block its hearing, block its nostrils, block its ears. Or cover its eyes. See which sense it is using, if any.
Yeah, I think I would. I'd probably do that, the senses one first,
Right.
and then probably cover. I don't want to, kill it.
Right.
With all the blood that I've been feeding it.
Here's an idea. What about like trying to distinguish if there are clans amongst them?
You're not there, Sage.
You're not them.
I'm giving ideas.
You can submit your ideas.
Well, I only have one,
Okay.
so it's I probably need to get another to study their interactions with each other. So that'll be the next step if we.
Well, I mean,
come across them.
I love the idea of these guys coming down to find you, and they look through the glass window into the box where you've got the white, and it's chained up, and you're covered in its blood, like naked, covered.
Yeah, I
in
probably would do that actually. Yeah, that probably would be what they'd turn up and seeing.
Doc, what the hell are you doing?
Pretty much expected this.
You're talking through a microphone to him, by the way, because he's inside the box, so you can't.
Yeah, I'm saying, Doc, what the hell are you doing?
Over the heavy speakers, the big loudspeakers.
Now, have I blocked my own ears? Is that?
That's up to you. I don't know that you would do that necessarily. It's not a useful scientific.
I think I would probably say I'm being a white, one with the white.
What have you discovered while you've been one with the whites? Anything that helps us?
I mean, has it been nicer to me since I've been covered in its blood?
I'm just gonna roll some dice to find out. It seems a bit more, a little bit less aggressive to you. It seems more interested in licking you than biting you.
Yeah, it's more like a puppy now, to put it lightly.
Okay.
leave it here
Can
with
I
you.
ask a small question that I normally don't care about? Is it sentient at all?
Yeah, I think it seems sentient. It
So-
seems very driven on pure animalistic tendencies.
Oh, okay. Pure animalistic, like.
Yeah,
Are you hurting it? Does it react?
I don't think I can hurt it.
Have we ever talked about what this white looks like?
I mean, with it just drained, and isn't it like hairless? And I don't.
Voldemort?
Yeah, it looks like Voldemort.
Doc,
It has some strange, like,
Meagle?
it's some really specific tattoos.
Ooh.
Oh, this particular white. Okay.
Yeah.
You
this-
want
No,
you
we
want
haven't.
Philippe to draw those tattoos?
You get the impression, no, they're not occult. They're just normal tattoos. They're just human tattoos. Like, what I'm getting at is this was a person. This was a specific person who cared about stuff once. And
It would appear.
she
It would
has like a tramp stamp on her back and a couple of other tattoos, and a few scars and birthmarks.
Do you think I'd be able to take these characteristics and potentially try and identify them as a person, who they were as a human? Like look them up in records and stuff?
Look, you could get her fingerprints. You could take
Missing persons cases.
You could do that. You could try. I mean, you might need Alexi's help.
Yeah, I'd probably ask Alexi if he can do that.
hey doctor, do
You better
they
put on
all
the
inflict-
gown because I don't want to see both of you in the nude.
No, that's
Hey.
just my private time. He walked in on me on my private time.
Hey, Doctor,
He was
do
just
they all
taking a
inflict
break.
aggravated damage, or does it depend? Because
Sorry, what was
uh,
that?
do they all inflict aggravated damage? Like last time I went up against
Oh,
them,
I
it
haven't
really hurt.
tried that. Haven't tried that on myself yet. You're
what
more
you-
than welcome to try if you want.
What you do know is that their teeth definitely do aggravated damage, like all vampires. If they happen to be ex-gangrels, they may have wolf claws. If they happen to be
Interesting.
some other clan, they may have some other disciplines or powers, which they will use indiscriminately and without any care about the blood that they're using, because at this point they're already whites.
Have they tried to use anything on me yet?
It certainly cannot use any mental disciplines. So anything like
It'd just be
Allspex,
physical stuff.
it's basically potence and fortitude primarily, and they can pump blood to their stats. You haven't seen any evidence of anything except potence and fortitude. Actually, no, you've seen a little bit of celerity in some of them as well. Not this one, but one of the others that you saw on the field had
And
some
didn't I get
celerity.
hit with claws?
Yeah, that would have been wolf claws from a member that was an ex-gangrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're
Silly
more than welcome to
bastards.
test the physical damage if you want.
No, I'm fine, thanks.
So let me get this straight. A gangrel can be a white.
Anybody
Yep.
can be a white.
Sounds like any of us could be.
what you know is that a white is a vampire that has reached frenzy so many times that it's lost all its humanity without ever finding a path. So when you get to zero humanity, this is what you become.
The things I know.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
No worries.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if we can find a family member. Maybe that would be interesting.
Not now, though, eh?
Oh no, not now. I have
Okay.
other stuff to do.
But you could get a copy of those tats and get Philippe to do a sketch or something, and then I could get Tat to have, hey, we could use our enforcer powers to see if we can get some information.
Yep, track where
Yeah.
they're from, everything like that.
Yeah. Who they
I'm
were
more
before they
interested in
became
seeing
this.
that if we get swarmed by a bunch of these, if we can blend in with them or potentially redirect their aggression to somewhere else.
That's not stupid. That's real clever.
And I'll look into finding out if we can track down who they were.
Yeah, yeah. Jeez, what a night. Okay, I am gonna go up to my room
As
and
you're
find.
walking upstairs to your room,
Oh God, yes.
your phone begins to ring.
Hello.
Is that Bishop? This is Tatiana.
Yes, Tatiana.
I want to inform you about a situation that's been going on. This evening, we've had a bank robbed over in Essex.
Yes.
The modus operandi was very specific. They used mustard gas to kill everyone.
Yes.
Well, what do you think that means?
Mustard gas to kill everyone.
Everyone. And they took everything.
Could be Sabat.
Could be. Could be anyone. Could be an anarch. I don't know.
What
Anyway,
have you?
I want to put your team on this shit. I heard you guys are in forces now.
You hear correctly.
Well, let's get this straight. I'm still the senior enforcer around here.
You didn't have to get that straight. I kind of figured that. I was kind of hoping that.
Oh, well, that was good of you. Cool. Well, anyhow, I'm putting you guys on this new job. This is the address for the bank. This is the name. This is the manager. This is the blah, 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 blah. Details.
All right.
And I'm going to send you the report from MI5.
All right.
Okay.
We'll get right on it.
Click.
Okay, call the red alert.
Another red alert. Okay, so everyone gets a text message going.
I'm right here, Bishop.
I know you're right here. I just got it automatically doing it through all the phones, so I don't have to.
Dr. Shipman, you're covered in blood. You're dealing with this white. Your phone's sitting on a metal table at the back of the room, and it starts sort of buzzing and moving around the table.
Okay, I'll put some gloves on and pick up my phone.
As you pick it up, it's got a red alert on it. It's saying that the organization is on high alert, basically.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll put some clothes on then over the top of the blood that's on my body.
You're like a popsicle.
Bishop,
That's
if you use
gonna
it this
be
much,
really
people will
gross.
lose all meaning.
You're gonna have to cut that stuff off. You know.
All right. I'm gonna.
When it congeals to your leg hairs.
I need Alexei.
Who says I have leaked?
And of course, the romantic couple are gonna miss the call altogether because one of them's just new.
Well, as it happens, okay. So Sage, you
here,
and
Bishop.
Alan are in the room, and yeah, what's happening?
Okay.
It's been like 2 hours, probably.
How's he doing?
Now that he's fed and he's come out of frenzy, he's very apologetic. He's very sorry and guilty about what he's done, even though he didn't actually hurt anyone. He still knows what he did and is very conscious of it. And you can see the gravity of the situation is really sinking home with him more than it ever has before. Like in the past, it's been him worrying about his own skin. You know, I'm hanging out with vampires. That's very dangerous because they might eat me. Now it's, holy fuck, I'm a vampire and I could eat someone. You know, and it could be of another vampire too.
Always remember that, Alex. Keep that in your mind. I'll like hold his face.
And as you're holding his face, your phone starts going bzz, 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 bzz.
Fucking kidding me. I'll check it.
Red alert status. What is it, Sage?
Oh, it's just a red alert.
Oh, we can go back to bed. It'll be fine.
I haven't had a lot of blood.
All right, let's get up. Come on, we have to do this. Right?
Well, I need to go get something to eat anyway. Not you.
What do you mean?
Why would I take blood from you?
No, you're not taking blood from me. What are you talking about? We're going to get blood, right? You're going to take me to feed. Is that right? Come on.
You know what? I think this is a pretty good chance to teach you how to do it yourself.
Now I'm pretty fed, so I'm not gonna freak out, right? So I can actually use my fucking brain this time and think about what I'm doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
We will. We'll say we'll be there, but we'll be late.
All right. So you get a message to say, but they'll be late.
We need to figure out the whole feeding situation.
Okay. Do you say that too?
I'll say that to Bishop.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then.
And then both of us. I'll like make him not look like a wreck, like I imagine he was.
Okay, Alexei.
Shower and stuff by now.
Then we'll go to incognito.
I'll get
What's
my
up, Bishop?
shoulder in on this one too. And Parker.
So we've got Rhea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Parker.
Yeah.
And me and Alexei.
Okay. Philippe, you get a red alert.
Oh, bugger. Okay. All right. He was busy thanking the prince for all he did and doing what Torero was doing. And now he's on his way on his bike. No, he can't be on his bike, on his car.
On his car.
Because he was talking to the prince about the prince's painting.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. To make sure there was nothing that the prince didn't want anybody to see in it, of course.
Incidentally, does Philippe use his eidetic memory to remember what the prince and the individual type thing look like and then go and paint it later? Or does he paint it in front of the prince? Like, you know how nobles would spend like maybe 3 or 4 months meeting with an artist every day or every couple of days. for an hour or two, and then
I think he does it that way.
Okay.
He does it that way because
It's
this
more
is an
traditional.
important painting.
Right. Okay.
Okay, all right, but he excuses himself, gets in his car, and he is on the way.
All right. So, Alexis and Bishop, you get there first. Shipman, are you on your way with them? Yeah.
I've gone through
Yep.
everything with the guys, all the reports and everything. We've chosen the right place to enter from that we think is good beforehand.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, it's a relatively smallish branch bank. It's a Western Union bank. The bank itself is entirely intact. There is no damage to it at all.
Because of the gas.
When you get there, there are police guards there, and Tatiana has called in ahead.
Yeah.
You've been given a passcode.
Yeah.
So when you get there, you give them the passcode, and they allow you to go inside.
Okay.
There is a bunch of bodies laying about the place, and a forensics team is busy taking photos
Okay.
as you come in.
Okay.
They ignore you because they've been told to ignore you. In fact, they don't even look at you.
Okay.
What do you do?
You
can see there is a head investigator and a head forensics individual.
I go up to the head investigator.
Okay. Alexi, you along for the ride here?
I start investigating around.
Yourself?
Seeing what I can see. Yep.
Okay. You can see that there are 3 canisters lying on the floor that look like they may well have contained mustard gas. You go to the investigator, Barry.
Yep.
She looks up at you.
Excuse me.
Evening.
And I use the code word.
Okay. She says, so we've discovered 22 bodies so far. Nobody survived. We're looking at the cameras, but the cameras have been wiped or stolen. The tapes are gone. They've had access to the entire place. They've managed to take everything out of the meager vault that was here and all of the cash that was on supply. But more importantly, we've discovered that the vaults downstairs, the lockboxes,
Yes.
About half of them have been ripped open. We're trying to find out at the moment if anything's been taken from those boxes, so we're contacting all of the owners to see who they were. But given that the staff here are all dead, we don't know who to ask or where the records are, so we're looking for those. We're looking for the records for who owns the lockboxes so that we can contact the people who own them to find out whether they had anything stolen.
All right, and precisely what it was, naturally. That was stolen.
Yes.
All right, I've got a man coming in. He might be able to help there in some way.
Very well. So
Okay.
Shipman, what are you doing?
I think I'd just be going around the bodies.
Okay.
And just, I guess, using Auspex. And then just seeing if I can determine what killed them, if it was just the mustard gas or if there's anything else that was tampering with them or anything like that.
Right. Can you make a perception and investigation check, please?
So go home. 2.
2 successes. Very well. You discover that several of the bodies you think have been exsanguinated. Not only are they all dead from mustard gas, but some of them were put down and then killed, or rather drank, or at least exsanguinated.
So after they were dead, after they were.
They would have been very
taken
close
down
to
from.
dead. Yeah, they mustn't.
And
they
they just
couldn't have been-
completely drained.
You think so? Yeah, you're pretty sure. You're not. When you poke them and you put holes in their skin, nothing comes out. Nothing of the sort that you would expect, at least. There might be a
Okay.
little bit of leftover fluid that still runs.
Okay, I'll let the others know that they're dry.
Go on then.
Shall we look around for point of entry?
The point of
Or
entry,
point of exit.
they clearly came through the front door and left through the front
This
door.
front, no. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any?
In fact, there is security camera footage that they're bringing in now from across the street.
Is there anywhere that in here that can't be open, or is everything here accessible?
Open by who? You mean by an outsider or by the actual?
Is there a
by the
room, for
police?
example, that you haven't been able to get into yet? Is everything in this bank open and been searched?
Yes.
Okay, so there's nothing that can be lying in wait essentially in this bank.
You don't think so?
Okay.
Nobody's been in the main big vault. That hasn't been opened, so, which is odd because, you know, that seems like the obvious target, but instead they went for like private security boxes instead.
Can we see if the main vault has been touched or tampered with?
You can go down to the main chamber and go and spirits touch the door if you want. If you've got spirits touch, do you have
I don't
spirits?
have spirits
You don't
touch.
have
Nope.
spirits touch.
I'll leave that to someone else if they want to do it.
Okay.
Get in touch with Tatiana. Go privately. Go someplace privately.
Okay. You call her?
Yeah.
Bishop.
Tatiana, is there any way you can check out if any of the elders had boxes in this place with their possessions in them?
I'll look into it. I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Okay.
I tell her that we need some ambulances too. Some of the bodies have no blood.
Okay.
All right.
Fine, I'll send some ambulances.
All
There
right.
should be some anyway because you got bodies, right? They should be coming now.
Yeah, but I thought you might want to control the ones with no blood.
Gotcha.
All
Can
right.
you
This is-
inform Dr. Shipman and also Alexis of that, because they might have some influence over the crew when they do arrive, if the other crew arrive before mine.
Okay. Doc, come here, please. Alexi, come here.
Yo, what's up?
Tatiana is going to send some ambulances, and the ones without blood, can you two take control of and make sure they go into those ambulances?
All right.
All right. Okay.
Very good. Philippe, you arrive.
Okay. I come walking in thinking, bank robbery? Why we do bank robbery? I don't know why we do bank robbery, but it's my job, so shut up, Philippe. Okay. He walks in. Straight away, Shipman goes.
Bishop goes.
Bishop goes, that's my man there. Let him in.
They do.
All right, Philippe, I want you to check those boxes there first and see what you can get from them, okay? As subtle as possible. I know how to be subtle, Bishop. Well, sometimes just do it, Philippe, just do it. Okay, he goes and does that.
Okay, so you touch the thingamajigs. Can you make an all-spec spirits touch check for Philippe, please? Okay, you don't get anything
Sure.
off the first one, so you can try another one if you want. There's about 20 of them, so sooner or later you'll probably get something off them. And you're just going for the ones that have been smashed, right?
Yep.
Okay. All
Another
right, let's
roll.
try another one. Yep.
And I'm gonna look into the explosives, whether anyone can make them anywhere or anything, you know, like that.
Oh, there's no explosives.
I mean, the gas. Sorry, the
The canisters.
And you got two.
Okay. Philippe, you have a vision. The last person that touched this was using a fucking huge mallet, and they were wearing a gas mask, and there were 4 other people standing around holding guns, wearing gas masks, and but there was a 5th individual who was standing there not wearing a gas mask, and they're just standing there in a long coat supervising by the looks of it in this very brief image. The image is quite vague. It's a male figure with dark hair, long coat.
Okay.
They seem to be standing in the shadows.
All right. Philippe takes out a sketch pad.
Okay.
And starts, even though it's a vague image, he starts sketching it.
All right. Very good. You can do that.
And
make a
what
roll.
about the other 5? Does he see anything of them?
Anything of them?
You know, face.
As I say, they're wearing gas masks.
Okay.
So not really.
Okay.
No, they're.
Are they wearing a uniform of sorts, or is it just a higgledy-piggledy?
They're wearing suits, actually, business suits.
Okay, business suits.
Yeah. And the guns look like they might have been concealed too when they came in.
Okay. All right. All right.
But there doesn't seem like there's been any gunfire here.
So am I getting the
impression that
these boxes belong to any like vampires or humans?
You don't know. You don't know. You haven't had any word back on that.
Okay.
Sage, you and Alan are busy feeding. What do you take him to incognito?
Take him to incognito.
Take him to the room, the feeding room.
I remind him about his oar. Like I taught him that.
Right.
When he was,
right.
You know, a ghoul.
He remembers how to use it.
Very good. I will teach him how to bring some people over to the feeding room, and I say to him, Ellen, you are allowed to go into the feeding room.
What? No. What? Really?
You can go in there.
In there?
Mm-hmm.
You sure? Yeah, right.
Go on.
But
take it.
What am I gonna do? Like, I don't know how to do this. Like,
it's okay. I'll be here.
Right.
Find 2 people for me, okay? And bring them into the feeding room.
Right.
I will meet him in the feeding room.
All right. He wanders off. Okay.
How does he do?
A few minutes later, he comes wandering back with a couple of young ladies. They don't look like the sharpest tools in the shed, but they are, you know.
We're not after their tools.
No.
So yeah.
All right, and you sit down at a booth or something, and he gets them each a drink, and
nice.
talks to them for a little while.
I will encourage some drug taking.
I see. Okay.
Why don't we take some drugs?
Do you have drugs with you?
Of course I do. I mean, do you remember the like big bag of cocaine Kitty had? Yeah, I always have drugs on me now.
Okay. Good to know. Very good.
So we'll do some coke, and then we'll get them to do some coke, and then I will show him how to do it, and then I will pull away early so that if Alan goes a bit crazy with it, I'll stop him.
Okay. Well, both girls take the coke, and they're quite high.
Good.
I've never had coke, so I don't know what it does to you really, but you know, I'm just guessing.
Wait, I think it's an upper.
Right.
And heroin was the downer.
Heroin's an upper.
I thought it was the other way around.
Oh, they're both uppers.
Heroin's the best upper you can have.
Okay. Well, I don't have heroin.
All right. And you
I
have
thought
to
heroin was a downer.
It's an opiate. It's
why people get super addicted to it and ruin their entire lives.
Yeah.
It's for the
because
like
of dopamine and
the chill. Yeah, the chill times.
Right. Well, anyway,
whatever.
Alan's going to attempt to self-control. On the first one. Oh dear. That's very bad. he is draining her, Sage.
I'm going to.
You can see his eyes glaze over.
I'll push him off, or at least I'll try. I'm not this strong.
Okay, you can make a strength and athletics check.
Can I? Fuck me! 2 successes.
You actually succeed. He fails because he wasn't expecting it. He's not thinking about it, and you just pull him off. And he's like, oh, "Fuck! What happened?"
You were draining that young lady.
Oh fuck! Is
That's
she all right?
not a good sign.
You all right? Are you all right? Hey, wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Fuck! Don't die! Fuck! Sage, what are we gonna do?
Is she looking okay?
You can make a perception and medicine check.
Right. Perception, medicine. 3.
Well, she's lost a lot of blood, and the blood that she does have is full of coke. So I'm not imagining that would be very good for a person. And I'm thinking that she's about to go comatose.
Go
Maybe
to
frothing at the
Sylvia
mouth.
and go to Sylvia. Silva, right? At the counter and just let her know.
All right, he
I'll
goes
keep an
off.
eye on her.
All right. She's frothing at the mouth. The other girl at this point she gets up and tries to leave.
I'll take her hand. Like, don't
Okay.
leave.
She's not having a bar of that nonsense, and
Or.
she's leaving. Okay, or
Yeah.
roll your or.
Okay. Charisma. I've forgotten what this is. Why have I forgotten what this is?
Charisma and leadership, I think.
I use this all the fucking time.
Charisma and leadership.
I don't think it's leadership.
It is
Performance.
It's performance. You're right. It's dominate. That's perception and leadership. Oh, sorry. No, it's not. It's charisma and leadership.
Oh, -2.
-2.
Damn it.
She breaks out from your hand and runs straight out from the feeding room into the crowd.
-2 with 9 dice. Jesus Christ.
That's,
Man, you're so jittery.
That's why I say those machines.
Okay, is there like an alarm system
an alarm system?
when this happens?
No.
Okay, well, I'm
Not
going
yet.
to chase after her.
You go chasing off after her.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. She gets as far as the door. You're halfway through the crowd, pushing through the crowd as she's approaching the door.
Okay.
You see Alan over there at the bar. He's approaching Silver and talking to her and pointing back towards the feeding room because he doesn't know that she's run.
I'm gonna try and get the attention of the Harajuku girls
Okay.
at the door.
Do you want to make a charisma performance check?
Okay. 4. Okay, there we go. That's more like it.
All right. You have their attention. They're looking at you. Certainly the leader of them. Yeah. And you're
I'll
pointing.
point to the girl that's trying to leave.
All right. One of them just speaks on a headset, and they start shutting the doors. And the girl trying to make it to the door is stopped by security guards, and they just push everybody inside and shut the doors. And they turn the music right up.
Okay, good.
At that point. So it's super loud now. The place is shaken. And Silver comes over to you. She says, "What's going on?"
She left the feeding room, and I think she's in a panic. I think we might need to
You see Tatiana coming down the stairs.
reconstruct her memories or something
She goes,
before she goes.
"I'll put her in the hands of my domitor. It'll be fine."
Thank you. Oh, and the other one is in the feeding room, frothing at the mouth. I think she's maybe overdosing, and now I know that.
Right.
I've done that already
Right.
in my life.
Tatiana has the guards bring the girl upstairs and out through the back, which might be quite grim. But anyway, the other girl gets carried out on a stretcher.
Right. So now you know, Ellen, that if you drink too much, this is what happens.
Oh man, I've done nothing but bad shit tonight. Nothing but bad shit. I haven't.
Alan,
Fuck, man, this is just going
this is
very,
your
very badly.
this is your first night.
Yeah, the first night of the rest of my life. Christ, I hope it's not like this.
It won't be like this forever. I promise you that.
Yeah, well, we're not going to live forever, are we? I mean, we're going to live for a long time, but not forever.
Could be forever. You're always going to look like this forever.
Well, what? Come on, at some point, isn't the sun going to expand and engulf the earth? I mean, surely that's going to wipe out all the vampires,
Probably.
unless they're on a
But-
spaceship by that time.
But for now, why don't we just keep it simple?
Right.
Let's
Okay.
think a
well,
little bit lower than that.
What about that
Ooh.
red alert? Do we have to do something about that?
That's true. Yeah, let's go see if we can find them. On the way, maybe I can teach you something else.
Oh, what are you
about
going to
that?
teach me now? I'm getting quite tired.
Okay, well, I mean, I could teach you how to see in the dark.
Yeah, that sounds useful. All right. Well, let's go anyway, and you can teach me on the way then, if you reckon that's going to work.
I mean, we could try.
Can try.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys head off to the mustard gas bank incident. All right. So you guys are still investigating. Anything in particular you want to investigate specifically or otherwise?
How does one make heaps of mustard gas?
Right.
Or does one?
One can purchase it from illegal sources, or one can get a chemist and a lab and do it illegally underground, Breaking Bad style.
Yeah.
Um,
What do these canisters look like? Professional or?
Can you give me an investigation check, please? Intelligence and investigation.
One success.
You think they are fairly professional. Yeah. They seem reliable.
Bishop, I think they brought whatever the stuff, so they had connections to arms. At least their connection to buy them anyway.
Sage?
Connections to arms. Sorry. That's stupid. Why is it called?
I see my
arms.
terrible pun humor is catching on.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. So you're standing around this bank
Discussing arms.
discussing things, discussing arms. Dr. Shipman, you got any plans at this point? Anything you're up to?
No, I think I'd just be help getting the bodies away.
Right. Shipman, your phone rings. It's your sire.
Hello.
Dr. Shipman. Whereabouts are you tonight? I haven't seen you for at least a day or two by now. I get very, very lonely.
It's been a
when
while.
you're not about.
Yeah, maybe
Oh.
we're seeing each other too much. It's, becoming a bit clingy. I'm
Oh.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Doctor, you know how much I appreciate your services. So
I'm at the West Union Bank.
Oh yeah? What's that about?
It got robbed.
Oh. And now you've been demoted to cleaning up bank heists.
I know, right?
Is there a particular reason you're cleaning up a bank heist? Are you being punished for something?
I mean, we were just told red alert. We kind of just went.
I see.
Well, I mean, I was quite busy, so yeah, I'm still covered in blood.
How erotic.
I know.
Wow.
I thought you'd like that one.
Perhaps you should come around before you clean that out.
I don't know if you'd want to taste this, but
Really?
maybe you would.
Who knows? Have you tasted it? Blood is that anyway?
I mean, you can come help me with my experiment if you want.
Well, that would be very lovely.
Do you want to know what it is?
I would very much like to do that.
Okay. Do you want to do that now?
Why not? An excellent idea, Dr. Shipman.
Okay. Well,
Whereabouts are you holding this experiment? I'll be there directly.
I don't know if is he allowed in Bishop's compound?
No,
No. Never mind.
no, he's not
Shot on
allowed.
sight.
I
In
will
fact,
bring
he
you.
might get shot on sight.
Yeah.
I will bring you footage instead.
Footage? I thought you asked me if I wanted to help.
Well, it turns out you can't.
That's not very nice, is it?
How about I see if I can allow you to come on site to help first.
Well, you know, whatever it takes.
Yeah. Otherwise, I can send you some. I can bring you some video footage, or I can tell you what it is.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't want you to get in any trouble with your new friends and all, let alone the
Yeah,
prince.
I know.
I heard you've been made an enforcer. Isn't that grand?
I didn't really ask for it, but you know, as long as I don't have to do more paperwork, I'm okay with it.
I'm not a fucking enforcer. Nobody made me an enforcer. How did
Or
you
may-
become an enforcer?
Or maybe you should just ragtag along with us and you'll become an enforcer.
Sounds like a plan. You
Oh,
get
I'd,
me into
I'd
that
love you.
place.
I'd love to get you involved in the team, Ronnie. It'd be great.
I would be great. I'm very practical amongst other things. I've got many talents. Good with people, you know, very good with people, good with money, and you know, and I don't let shit go down neither. You know, it's you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, we should. I should set you up an interview with Bishop.
Wait, hold on a minute. Hold on. He's saying something. Oh, I see. So my brother here, he's just telling me it's probably a bit of dignity is perhaps the issue here, you know. Yeah, I probably should go anyway, Doctor.
Oh, Ronnie, that's okay.
But we shall talk soon.
I will send you some pictures of what I've been doing. I think it will interest you.
I'm sure it will.
And maybe once I can make the experiment mobile, I can show you.
I do look forward to that.
Okay.
All right. Where are you having this conversation, by the way, Dr. Shipman?
I probably would have moved out.
In the bank at the moment.
Yeah, I would have walked out because, you know,
onto the street
to him in front of anyone. Yeah, yeah, on the street.
Okay. All right then. All right, and Ronnie hangs up.
Okay, I'll walk back to the bank.
Okay. Sage, you arrive at the bank.
Okay. Alan, do you want to try one more time? One more time. The red eyes, okay?
All right.
Close your eyes. You ready?
Yeah, every time we pull up at the lights, close your eyes, pleasing, yeah.
Yeah. Come on.
All right, so at a game,
Protein level 1.
yeah, I'm trying to think. There's definitely no check for it, at least not in the game.
I mean, they all start off with 3 disciplines, right? So I'm trying to give him, well, he's got all already.
Yeah, he's got potence already too.
Potence, right? Yeah.
I
I thought maybe Sing in the Dark would be good. Like, yeah. I think maybe Uther should help him with thaumaturgy later.
Well. He gets 2 successes on his attempt to Gleam of Red Eyes, and he looks over at you, goes, "Well, something's happening. I can see a bit more. Like everything's grey and black and white, but can you see that tree over there?
Not without red eyes.
Can you see that there's birds sleeping in it?
Oh,
can you see that?
No.
Fuck, there's animals wandering around. I've never seen those before.
There you go. You're doing it.
Are we going to go in or what?
Sure, but you're going to have to turn those off.
Oh, right.
Yeah, when people see them, they can either get a little bit scared by you, or they think it's incredibly odd, and you end up breaking the masquerade. So
he blinks 2 or 3 times until finally he's able to turn them off.
Good job.
Let's get in there, right?
I'm so proud of you. All right, let's go.
All right, you head off into the bank where you find these larrikins associating with forensics and policemen.
Doesn't taste very mustardy.
You're not supposed to eat it, Alexis. All right.
I'm researching where people could possibly have brought mustard gas from.
Right. Okay. There have been a number of uses of it. The most recent public knowledge use of mustard gas was in Iraq, where Saddam Hussein used it against some Kurds, some Kurdish villages in the north of Iraq. So clearly he has or had a fair amount of it. Since the Iraq War began, which, wait a minute, it's 2000. The Iraq War has not begun. So there's a lot of mustard gas in Iraq right now. That might be where it's coming from. It might be being manufactured in Iraq or otherwise shipped there, or it might well have come from there.
So what's happening here, everyone? Look, Alan's up, and he's
Alan,
he's not scary.
look, sorry. I'm sorry, okay? Just want you to know I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do anything stupid, and if I broke anything that means anything to anyone, I'm sorry.
Alan, come over here.
Okay.
In this corner.
Off, Sage?
Don't worry, I'm keeping an eye on you.
Listen.
Okay, all right. What?
What you went through happened to me, happened to him, happens to everybody. Get over it. You said sorry. We're all happy you're sorry, and we're glad to see you. All right?
Right. Thank you. Yeah.
All right. And Alan?
Yeah.
Welcome to the family.
He gives you a hug.
And I give them a hug.
Okay. All right.
Look at the
And all of the bodies lying around on the floor, they give each other a hug.
The hugging's good, but can we stop now? Thank you.
Then the cops give each other a hug. And the CSI team, they just start making out.
I look at the cops that are looking at me wondering what the hell's going on, and I go, we're close. We work together. What can I say?
If Ray was here, she'd say we're in a polygamous relationship.
That's what she did say last time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Now you can join our relationship, Alan.
I want you to go on the outside of this place and see if there's any leftovers on the outside of the bank, or we're being watched.
What do you mean by leftovers?
They might have somebody watching this whole bank now. Right now.
I'll go see what I can find.
Okay.
So I obfuscate. Well,
You want to go, Sage?
What do you think, Alan?
Yeah, I don't know, whatever.
Okay. We can go for a nice romantic walk.
I don't think that's what Bishop had in mind, Sage.
Right.
I'm pretty sure he meant
Business and pleasure all at once.
While you're on your romantic walk, the
What?
both of you, I would love it if you check the roofs, please.
All right, we'll check the roofs, if you know what I mean.
Please.
We'll check the roofs. Check the roofs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As you go outside,
Let's go.
Alan says to you, Sage,
Yes.
things are a bit different.
Oh, you mean?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know how it works yet.
Oh, okay.
Don't ask me.
What do you want me to teach you?
Might be an idea. Do you know?
Well, kind of. I don't have the right parts for that sort of carry on, but I can kind of. We'll try and work it out, eh? When we get to the roof.
All right. So you guys are climbing up. All right. What are you guys doing downstairs? Meanwhile,
We're all gonna die.
We're already dead.
Philippe's
late.
checking the big safe now. The big safe.
Yeah.
Okay, Philippe's checking the big safe. All right.
Yeah.
Make a check. Alexi.
Intelligence and safe.
Intelligence and safe. If a safe falls on your head, it's a, what did we say it was? Investigation. Intelligence and investigation.
4.
4 successes. You believe, Philippe, that inside the safe is large stacks of cash that is untouched. Hasn't been opened. Not recently. Not in the last few hours. Not since before this incident happened. The last person to come in here was some kind of orderly person pushing a trolley full of bags of money. They had to walk it up the ramp and down the other side of the ramp to get over the incline at the door where the vault door is.
One of our friends show up. Like the tall guy with the jacket and
No, they're not. No, they haven't touched the vault.
okay, they didn't come here, so we're sure they didn't come here at least. All right. All right, he's going to go back, and with your permission, he's going to try the little boxes again.
Okay, so we'll try another couple of boxes. Let's get some more checks. Number 1.
This time he's going to put his hands in the boxes.
Okay.
2.
All right. First one reveals that this box contains a number of Granny's valuables. The next
3.
box. It contains some old relics from World War II, which belonged to a fellow who was a soldier in World War II, and he collected them during the war. One success on the next one. This, you see an image of a black gloved hand reach in and remove a small bag. And this was recently. The bag is a black velvet bag, and it has drawstrings at the top. Kind of like a dice bag, actually.
I use my eidetic memory.
Mm-hmm.
The tall guy that I can't get a facial vision of properly.
Yeah.
Did he have black gloves by any stretch of the imagination?
Well, actually, it so happens that all 5 of them had black gloves. The gas mask ones and the one with no mask.
Oh, shit. Okay. Now, what's the number of the box?
93.
93. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll go to Bishop and Bishop. 93 box may be of some interest. I suspect that one of them took something out like a little purse or a little bag thing, and that could be of some interest. So if you could find out what was in 93. All right, Philippe, I'll go and do that for you.
Right.
Good. Much appreciated. Okay, is the manager here of this bank?
The manager's dead.
Okay. All right. Are computers here?
There are computers, yeah.
Alexi,
Hello.
could you get on that computer and find out what was in box 93?
Maybe.
Okay.
And if anybody questions you, say it's official.
So you can make a computer and intelligence check if you like.
Zero successes.
Okay, what you do discover is that these boxes are private boxes. Nobody's allowed in the room with anybody else, so nobody knows what's in those boxes except for the clients.
Right, I pass that information on to Bishop. Oh.
he'll text Tatiana and say, we suspect that one of the boxes, 93, may have been important. Can you find out or give us the ability to find out what was in box 93, and did it belong to an elder of any type?
Okay. She responds. She says, "I'll pass that on to the Primogen."
That would be great.
All right. Very good. Well, tonight I'm going to call it early at 10 o'clock because I'm shattered. So we'll pick up from the bank next week. Is that all
I
right?
have my Alan back. Yay.
Right.
Oh, he's alive.
Oh,
Well, dead.
Yeah. Does anyone want to do anything last minute?
Teach Alan how to use his penis.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, come on,
Starts
I want to
peeing
see
everywhere.
that. Yeah.
As if you even know.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Poor disabled person, and now you make him feel low about himself. Oh.
I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about Sage. As if Sage even knows how to use Alan's penis.
Sage knows how to use her blood.
That's true. And other
Probably.
people's blood.
That's true. I can make him use it. I can send his blood to his penis.
You can. Actually, you can.
I can.
Why didn't you think of that before?
I-
That's what you should have done earlier.
Well,
It
I
was
didn't.
frenzy.
I knew that I could, but that would be him spending more blood.
Right. It's not,
So-
right.
Yeah. It's not like I can shift it.
Can't
he has
stop
to
him
spend it
spending.
somewhere.
Right. You can
Yeah.
force them to spend it, but you can't stop them. True.
Probably wouldn't have helped.
Probably wouldn't have helped. Right. So you use it to force him to get blush of life.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
All right. Very good. So that'll
Fun times.
going down on the rooftop.
Yeah.
Sun comes
Sage
up and you both
releasing the
die.
NPCs
I
again.
figured out after all this time how Bishop feeds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he goes into the toughest part of London,
Yeah.
waits until some gang boys want to fight him,
Right.
and of course
Beats the shit out of them.
he can tell humans from vampires.
Right.
So he fights them.
He's an alley cat.
Yeah,
Right.
That's what it is.
That's a predator type in V5.
Yeah. He basically fights them and then feeds
What
them.
about you guys before we end? What do you think Shipman's one is, and Alexi and myself, I suppose?
Bums.
You're what?
I go for bums and
Bums. Okay.
Do you attack him, or are you up to the sleepy ones? Because you can go Sandman.
Sandman is a quite. The thing is with these predator types in V5, right? You choose what type of predator type you are.
Yep.
It automatically grants you skills and disciplines just for being a certain predator type. Which
The
is
leap is get the lady in a nice car and
mine would probably be
Are you a
sleep.
consensualist? Maybe.
use all.
does Philippe tell them that he's going to drink their blood or not?
No,
No, so he's not a consensualist.
no.
Do you have sex with him?
Oh yeah, if it comes to that,
Only
Then
in
he
the
could be a
area.
siren.
A siren, right?
Yeah.
that works.
yeah, sex with them.
Okay.
And it's weird to think.
Um,
And Sage is either Osiris or Scene Queen, probably Scene Queen. What about Dr. Shipman?
how does he?
Probably Sam and be on like comutation or something.
right.
Yeah.
So,
I thought that or Bagger, because you were drinking from bagged bloods, weren't you?
which one did we say was a siren? Who's a siren?
Philippe.
Philippe's
Okay,
a
so
siren.
Philippe. In V5, when you remake your character in V5, it says you feed almost exclusively during or while feigning sex, and you rely on your disciplines, seduction skills, or the unquenchable appetites of others to conceal your carnivorous nature. You have mastered the art of one-night stands, or move through sex club scenes like a dark star. You think of yourself as a sexy beast, but in your darkest moments, you fear that you're at best a problematic lover. At worst, a habitual rapist. A former lover who escaped destruction might be your touchstone or your stalker. Touchstones are important for humanity in V5. You have people that you consider touchstones and they help you maintain your humanity. If so, add them to the relationship map. Maybe in life you were a pickup artist, a movie producer, an author, a glorious slutty kinkster, or a virgin who intends to make up for lost time post-mortem.
Probably that one.
Right.
Just so hurtful.
You get to add the speciality, seduction, either to persuasion or to subterfuge. You get to gain a dot of fortitude or presence. So Philippe would get either another dot of presence or a dot of fortitude for being this. You gain the looks merit, which is called beautiful. It's a 2-point merit you automatically just get for being beautiful. And you gain the enemy flaw, a spurned lover or a jealous partner. So that's what you get for choosing that predator type, right? Who else has a predator type that you figured out?
Sleeper for Alex.
Sandsman.
So Sandman for Alexis. Okay, so you're going to rely on your stealth or disciplines to feed from sleeping victims. If they never wake during the feeding, they won't know that you exist. Perhaps you were very antisocial in life and you don't feel cut out for the intense interpersonal nightlife or physical violence of more extroverted hunters. You get to add a speciality, medicine in anesthetics or stealth, breaking in. You gain 1 dot of Auspex or Obfuscate, and you gain 1 dot of Presence. Oh, sorry, I lied. Resources. What am I saying? I can't read. Yeah, so that's what you would get for that. Who else has got a predator?
What does Bishop get for his? Now we've discovered what he is.
Right, Bishop's one.
Alley cat.
Alley cat. A combative assault feeder. Assault feeder. You stalk, you overpower, and you drink from whomever you can, when you can. You may or may not attempt to threaten or dominate victims into silence or mask the feeding as a robbery. Think about how you arrived at the direct approach to feeding and what makes you comfortable with an unlife of stalking, attacking, feeding, and escaping. You should have been homeless. You could have been homeless, or an SAS soldier, a cartel hitman, or a big game hunter. It sounds exactly like Bishop. Add a speciality, intimidation for stick-ups or grappling for brawl. Yeah, so stick-ups is an intimidation specialty and grappling is a brawl specialty. You could choose one. You gain a dot of celerity or potence. You lose a dot of humanity. You gain 3 dots of criminal contacts. That's it. Sorry, can't hear you on mute.
That sounds Bishop all over.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it should be either Sin Queen or Osiris, but probably Sin Queen. I can't remember what Sin Queen was.
Okay, so Scene Queen, you rely on your familiarity with a certain subculture. You're talking about Sage?
Yeah. So that or Osiris.
Right, and a well-crafted pose, feeding on the exclusive subculture that believes you to be one of them. Your victims adore you for your status in the scene, and the ones who understand what you are disbelieved. What?
If Siren, if it didn't like specifically have to do with feigning sex, it would be her.
Right.
I mean, you could probably get away with that.
You probably could. You may belong to the street or be literal upper class, abusing the weak with false hope and promoting promises of taking them to the next level. In life, you almost certainly belong to a scene similar to the one you stalk now.
No, well, she took her to the next level for sure. So
that's true. Add a speciality. Your speciality could be etiquette, or scene-specific leadership, scene-specific streetwise, scene-specific etiquette. You gain a dot of dominate or potence. You gain fame.
Maybe that's not right. I don't know.
You gain the fame advantage. You gain the contact advantage. You gain the influence flaw, disliked. outside your subculture or the feeding floor, prey exclusion, a different subculture from yours. So basically, there's some subculture that's not the same as yours that you can't feed.
Maybe I'm more likely to be the other one, Osiris, as I'm like originally
This is
she's a singer now, so
you are a celebrity among mortals, or else you run a cult, a church, or something similar. Well, yeah, you're a celebrity.
I run a cult.
You feed from your fans or worshippers who treat you as a deity. You always have access to easy blood, but followers breed problems with the authorities, organized religion, and indeed the Camarilla. In life, you might have been a DJ, a writer, a cultist, a preacher, or a LARP organizer. Add the speciality, occult, specific tradition, or performance, specific entertainment field.
Okay, that's most likely her, yeah.
Gain 1 dot of blood sorcery. That's funny because you've already got thaumaturgy, or presence. Spend 3 dots between the fame and herd backgrounds. So you don't have a herd, so it would be 3 dots in fame.
Yeah.
Spend 2 dots between the enemies and mythic flaws. There you go. That's it.
Yeah, I think that's more her. And what about Shippyman?
Shippity ship.
Wait, were you gonna originally you were a bagger, but now you are more a
crazy.
I think I need to think about it.
Are you okay? You look so sleepy.
I'm very tired.
Aww.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go. It's 12. It's 2 hours past.
I'm around 2. I've had probably 4 hours sleep in the last 2 days.
God damn it, Russell! You had plenty of time to sleep.
Plenty of time.
I stopped hounding you.
Aw.
I could have kept going with spamming messages. I mean, you weren't responding, but I thought you were asleep.
Good night.
Okay, goodbye.
Good night, dude.
Good night.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, we'll stop recording anyway. That's a good time to stop recording.
Yes.